They say teams make their biggest improvements between week 1 and week 2, and there are a lot of good teams who will be hoping that's true. Alcoa suffered a loss against Ravenwood, its first opening week loss since 2006. West knocked off in 3 overtimes by Bearden. Oak Ridge was bested by Jefferson County. Wartburg was annihilated by Coalfield, and Kingston fell to county rival Harriman. This week, all those teams will be looking to bounce back, but the Yellow Jackets are hoping not to start the season 0-2 after playing 2 teams they soundly defeated just a year ago. How much better will they get from week 1 to week 2? And will it be enough to hang with an Oliver Springs team riding high after a victory from defending 1A state champion South Pittsburgh? One more question for you. How much better will Oliver Springs look from week 1 to tonight? I can't predict the future enough to answer those questions, but I can for sure tell you that we'll find out tonight, and we'll do it courtesy of our title sponsor, OEB Law. OEB Law, they do all sorts for the people. You can find out more at their websites, wreckintoacheck.com, and that's what you've known them for years, wreckintoacheck.com. Tim Elrod, how they can help you, give them a call, and they'll let you know. Check out their website for more information. But also, we want to give a shout out to OEB for all the money they give to these local schools. Every one of these games that we go to, the home team gets a $1,000 check. Mark Packer does the Rivalry Thursday games. Last night, on the air again, the home teams in those games also get $1,000. So Tim Elrod, OEB Law, giving away money to help these schools. And so we certainly thank them for that and for being our title sponsor once again on the OEB Law Game of the Week. I'm Aaron Harvey, joined by the bassist, but not basic, Doctor and Coach Dan Shoemaker. Coach, the Bobcats got a major signature win against South Pitt, and a victory tonight would be another one. Seeing as to how Oz has only beaten Roane County High School 6 times since 1953 and has been outscored in this game 117-26 the last 3 contests. But Coach Pankey's going to have this Kingston team fired up for this one.
Yes, you're exactly right, Aaron. There's nothing like a week 1 loss to get your attention, and I'm sure Coach Pankey had no problem getting the Yellow Jackets focused in practice this week. Oliver Springs on the other side is sky high coming into this one, and I'm sure Coach Harper was on the other end of that spectrum. He's working very hard to get these guys focused.
That's Dan Shoemaker. Like what you hear? Stick around. He'll have more insight to come as we discuss other games around the area before breaking down our game tonight. By the way, I'm Aaron Harvey. This is the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Tim Elrod. Over the years, you've heard us at OEB Law say, let us turn your wreck into a check. We still do that for many families, but I want to take the time to go beyond the slogan. I think I've learned over the years, and more every day, that the most important thing for an attorney to understand is the value of being a partner to you. When you and your family call an attorney, you're calling because you need some help. You need someone to pull alongside you and stand with you. We understand the process of the legal system. You probably don't. So it's our responsibility to keep you informed about every step of the process. You're going to have questions about what's going on. What's next? What do I need to know? Our responsibility is to guide you through the process with the information that you need, the answers to your questions, and the assurance that we have your back at OEB Law. You have my word. We stand with you because communication is key.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
In In East Tennessee, our work heritage runs deep. For over a century, the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union Local 102 has been part of the area's growth and prosperity. Don't sell yourself or your business short by hiring unskilled labor. Our cutting-edge labor training facility equips our members with the advanced skills needed to be the very best in the industry. Keep jobs local and the money in the state. At Local 102, we work tirelessly today to help build a better tomorrow for our community and our members.
And welcome back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey here with Coach Dan Shoemaker. Last night on Rivalry Thursday, Mark Packer and crew got to see the Battle of the Bridge between Loudon and Lenoir City. What a game. Lenoir City got 2 field goals to lead 6-0 while consistently stopping Loudon in the red zone with a very stingy defense. Eventually, the dam broke, and quarterback Bronson Scrivener got into the end zone, and all of a sudden, the score was 7-6. In the final 10 seconds, there were 3 field goal attempts by Lenoir City for the win. The first 2 didn't count because of penalties, and the third was blocked as time expired. 7-6 final. What a game.
Yeah, that game was decided on the last play, and that's all you can ask for, really. Lenoir City did everything they needed to do to win that thing except execute on that third field goal attempt. The Loudon running game really took over there in the second half, and the quarterback Scrivener took over in that last drive to score the only touchdown. Gutty performance on both sides of the ball. That's one that will be remembered, a battle of the bridge that will be remembered over there.
That was the 98th meeting between those schools, and you did some scouting last night, I'm sure, watching Loudon, because we will have them later when they play this Kingston team right here on this field. So we'll look forward to that one. That game honors Coach Jim Hoot Gibson, and it'll be the second game that we have of the season that honors Coach Jim Hoot Gibson. Of course, well-deserving of that.
Absolutely.
So here's an interesting game tonight, not involving teams we normally cover, but it's worth talking about anyway. Oakland, a perennial 6A powerhouse, all the way in Texas tonight to take on Anna High School, which went 15-1 last season on their way to a 4A state championship. Since the 2021 season, the Coyotes have a combined record of 35-5, and their game against Oakland will serve as the season opener for them. Anyone who's seen Varsity Blues or heard stories knows that high school football is huge in the state of Texas. Everything's bigger in that state, I hear. I don't know how great of a 4A program in the Lone Star State compares to a 6A program here, but I'm sure Getty to find out. Thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I had to do a little research, Aaron, when you decided we were going to talk about this one. This is going to be a classic matchup. Texas high school football is a big step up for sure. Anna High School has a junior quarterback named Zeandre Williams, who threw for over 2,900 yards last year and 39 touchdowns as a sophomore. I don't think Oakland has seen that type of quarterback, but Oakland has a game under their belt, and that was a big win as well. Reminds me of my favorite Skinner song from when I was growing up. T for Texas, T for Tennessee. This one should be a good test for Oakland.
Now, I wonder if you appreciate this. Oakland coaches might be telling their team, give me 3 steps and a cloud of dust, and we'll fly out of there with a win like a free bird and be gone with the wind from Texas like Tuesday. There you go. Skinner.
I like those Skinner references, man. That's good.
Moving on to our next Friday night special. See what I did there?
I see, yeah.
Anderson County got a nice win last Thursday against Powell, so it's good that Coach Gillum gave his team the week off since he's expecting an easy win tonight. Just kidding. The Mavericks are on the road tonight to take on Steve Spurrier's alma mater, 6A Science Hill. The Hilltoppers made off with a solid 35-14 win over Elizabethton in Week 1. These two teams have played the last 3 seasons, with the Johnson City program notching 2 dubs versus 1 for AC, including last year's 26-23 victory. Good test for both schools.
I think it is. Last week was a hard-fought win for the Mavs. They're putting the pieces together over there because they've got some new folks stepping into some new starting roles. Science Hill had a pretty easy win over Elizabethton last week. So this one will be an interesting game to watch. I'll be curious to see how much improvement AC makes from Week 1 to Week 2. Coach Gillum likes to test his guys early, and I think that's a great philosophy. They're going to need to be hitting on all cylinders tonight, though, to keep up with Science Hill.
Ooh, that smell. Can't you smell that smell? That smell is high school football as we are inching closer to kickoff for our OEB Law game of the week tonight, as it is Oliver Springs visiting Kingston. With Dan Shoemaker, I'm Aaron Harvey. We'll talk more about what's going on in the area before previewing that game tonight. This is the OEB Law Game of the Week.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's one person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting one of the ORUD showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas.
Over 14,000 neighbors live in fear of becoming sick or injured and having to make a choice between putting food on the table or seeking medical care. The free medical clinic tries to take that fear away.
What do we help them with? We help them with diabetes, hypertension, any kind of medical need that they need that's necessary. And being in a community with the African American community lets them know that we're here.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We built our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. I'm Aaron Harvey, sitting right beside Coach Dan Shoemaker. We are blessed with so many good games tonight. Let's talk about a couple more before we go speed around on it. How about Alcoa and Bearden? My goodness, Alcoa gets beat up pretty good by Ravenwood, while Bearden beats Knox West for the first time since 2018. This was such a great game last season at Alcoa, with the Tornadoes pulling it out 17-13. This time, the teams will meet off I-40 around the Galahar View exit in the land of the Maroon Bulldogs. This is hard for me, but my gut's telling me to pick the team that's at home tonight.
Bearden showed a lot of people last week, including me, that they are scrappers. They will fight you for 4 quarters and then go 3 rounds deep into overtime to get the job done. Well, Alcoa, hey, they're Alcoa. This game has no impact on playoffs for either one of them, so it's all about pride. It's hard for me to say this, but Alcoa may go 0-2 tonight, 0-2 on the season tonight, but I think it's a very real possibility. I think Bearden may have the edge at home tonight.
They may. We'll be watching that score. Of course, we can't get out of this pregame without talking about Coalfield and Oneida. There aren't a lot of teams who can say they have a winning record against the Yellow Jackets all time, but Oneida's one that can. That being said, the Indians haven't won in this annual series since 2018. What's more, Coalfield has outscored them in the last 3 games by a combined score of 89-7. We saw what Coalfield did to Wartburg last week in person. Oneida went on the road and beat Rockwood 28-7. This one's at Coalfield, and I think I'm picking the home team in this one too.
I was telling somebody this week at work that this game is also one of those games that needs a trophy honoring the Henry brothers. They played and coached at Oneida for a long, long time. Then and they coached for a long time at Coalfield. Keith Henry was the head coach. Jared Henry was the defensive coordinator. Count both of them as friends of mine. You know, they've passed away. The one key difference, I think, in tonight's matchup may be the throw game for Oneida. Oneida last week was like 11 for 11 and 3 touchdowns against Rockwood. It's hard to go 11 for 11 against air, much less against a defense that's out there. This should be a close game.
I love that idea about the Henry brothers. Relevant people. If you're listening, get that done. All right? Coalfield fans, if you're out there, Oneida fans, if you're out there tuning in this one, get that done. Because Coalfield and Oneida, that's an annual rivalry. It is one of the biggest rivalries for both of those teams. And you do have that Henry connection. Yes, you need a trophy, a plaque, something. Name the game after the Henry brothers. Get that done. So, now, let's do the list of games. Just give me a sentence on each of these. Dobbins-Bennett at Greenville.
Both of these coming off a win, but Greenville seems to have a little more firepower tonight.
All right, Wartburg at Harriman.
Battle of the Blue. If Harriman can get down from Cloud 9 after last week, I think they can win big.
All right, Farragut at Powell.
Both teams coming off opening losses. Powell in a close one at home, I believe.
All right, now I got to get your take on this one. Oliver Springs at Kingston.
Well, one sentence.
Okay, just kidding. Well, we'll go over that one in just a minute. So, but first we got to take a break because that game is our game tonight, and we got to talk about it when we get back from break. Aaron Harvey, Dan Shoemaker. We'll break it down next on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
What is strength when you're battling cancer? Is it a shoulder to lean on? A voice of hope? Is it confidence in the most available care options? Or is it unmatched expertise answering your hardest questions? Giving you the courage to move forward. At Covenant Health, we think it means all of this and more. For you. Let our strength be yours.
When the lights turn on and the game begins, you need a team you can rely on. Ray Varner Ford and Clinton's strong lineup of vehicles is crafted with the same dedication and hard work that drives our community. Step up your game in this 24 Ford Maverick Hybrid, $25,515. 23 Ford Escape all-wheel drive, $30,995. 24 Ford F-250 Crew Cab 4x4 STX, $59,757. Local you trust, performance you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
I wanted to continue my education after high school, but my family and I didn't think we could afford it. Then I found out that Roane State has the options to make college possible. Now I'm pursuing my dreams and will make my family and community proud.
Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
What a difference a year makes. Let's rewind to week 2 of 2023, shall we? Oliver Springs was limping into its contest with Kingston following a 56-0 dismantling by the South Pittsburgh Pirates. Kingston, on the other hand, had just drubbed the Harriman Blue Devils by the same score. For the second week in a row, the Bobcats bore the burden of a barely bearable beatdown, 45-20. Now let's fast forward. If you just now snapped out of a coma, good. Let me catch you up. But no, not good that you just snapped out of a coma, but good that you're just in time for me to catch you up. I hope no one was under the impression that I was saying that comas are good, but honestly, it's pretty implausible that if you just woke up from a coma, that you're tuning into this game or even care about what's going on in high school football. Back to my story, though. Harriman beat Kingston last week, and Oliver Springs beat South Pittsburgh. The records from a year ago are swapped. The Yellow Jackets were likely favorites a year ago, and they likely are not tonight. But history doesn't have to repeat itself, and Kingston is a bigger school and can learn from last week's mistakes to win tonight. But Oliver Springs can prove that last week was no fluke and mark the final team from last season's losses off of its revenge list. Will they do it? We'll find out shortly as kickoff approaches. I'm Aaron Harvey, joined by Coach Dan Shoemaker. Both of these teams can make a statement tonight, Coach.
Yes, Aaron, they surely can. Kingston is a young team. They've only got a handful of seniors on the roster. Oliver Springs is trying to prove that they belong at the next level. Greatest improvement in the team is between week 1 and week 2. Last week, to me, the Bobcats looked like they were in mid-season stride. Kingston is trying to find out who they are, who's going to step up. I think this is going to be a great game.
Should be, indeed. Coach Brian Pankey at Kingston likes to run the football, and he'll do it through a wing tee, which is certainly a staple for Roane County teams. But two of the main pieces to the offense last year are gone, and I'm talking about running back Kane Ladd and quarterback Rylan Gettner, who accounted for about 1,500 yards between the two of them and 24 touchdowns. However, Carcel Whitehead and Tayshawn Hamilton are back. Coach Pankey had planned to have Braden Rivers take over from the quarterback spot, but he tore his ACL during a baseball game last season, so junior Matt Reeder has been asked to take over. A freshman named Avery Blitz may also see some time at signal caller as well. The Yellow Jackets lost 17 seniors, so it could take a few games for this team to gel.
Yeah, it always takes a couple weeks to get going with it when you're trying to replace experienced players. Replacing Ladd and Gettner will be extremely tough to do.
So we will get ready for the Roane County High School Marching Band to play our national anthem tonight. Roane County High School Marching Band with our national anthem tonight. So you were in the middle of your thought, Coach.
Yeah, replacing Ladd and Gettner is going to be tough. Kingston's a young team. They don't have very many seniors. Coach Pankey is getting this thing sorted out. And it may take a week or two, but they're going to figure it out down here in Kingston.
So we saw Oliver Springs last week, but for our newest coma-recovering viewers, suffice it to say, them Bobcats are really good. South Pittsburgh wanted to establish a running game, and it really never happened because Oz flew to the football all night. They also wore down the Pirate defense by running a good mix of Mason Day, Cole Jackson, and Jackson Jett all night long. And when Liam Boakey had to throw it, he was accurate, and the receiving game was dangerous. dangerous as well. It sounds like to me that game last week was a really good tune-up for Tyler Harper's squad, which could be a blessing or a curse depending on how much it affected their mentality in practice this week.
Aaron, did you ever think that playing South Pittsburgh would be a tune-up for anybody?
That's a good point.
That's a big one. But that is what it was really for the Bobcat team. I was very impressed. Like I said earlier, Oliver Springs looked like they were in mid-season form. Now, I'm sure Coach Harper found plenty of things to work on this week, and he was fussing and grumping around trying to bring them back to earth. But that was a big win last week for them. And I think another thing that impressed me about the game last week was watching the adjustments during the game. That coaching staff has it dialed in and can make those adjustments when South Pittsburgh would make a change or do something a little different. It didn't really bother them. They made the adjustment and went on.
Always coaching. Coaches are always coaching. You're happy, you think, with a 27-7 win over South Pittsburgh, but as you said, I'm sure Coach Harper in practice knew what his team needed to work on, saw some weaknesses in that game that they could fix, and so that's probably, like you said, what they did in practice all week. So we're getting ready for the coin toss here. Only one thing left for us to do in our pregame, and that is to get to our favorite segment, Dr. Dan's Do's and Don'ts. So first, for the visiting team.
Well, for the Oliver Springs Bobcats, number one, don't let the emotion of last week cloud your vision of this week. It's 1 week at a time. Take care of your business every week. Number two, make sure to minimize the penalties and mistakes. I know talking with Coach Harper last week, one of his frustrations was there were more penalties than he really wanted to deal with. Now, for Kingston, keep pounding that rock. That's what you do. That's your identity. Don't give up on that. Keep doing that. And then keep the top on the defense. Make the Bobcats work for every yard. Use your depth late in the fourth quarter to wear them out.
And you talk about wearing him out. One thing I want to mention, this is week 2 of high school football. This is the third game that we've had. This will be the hottest game that we've had so far. Heat indexes today reaching near 100 here in Kingston, and it's not really not cooled down any. Kingston has the bigger roster. They can do more subbing than can Oliver Springs. So you wonder, does that play into it a little? And, we'll wait around. We'll find out if it does. But that is something to keep in mind. Last week, I thought we had great weather to play football in, but you still had a lot of cramps.
Right.
Expect to see more of that tonight.
Expect that. I mean, hydration starts on Tuesday and Wednesday. We used to fuss at our guys all the time. Make sure you're getting your hydration. Make sure you're getting your rest, that you're eating right, got the proper nutrients in. And then you get ready for that. And electrolytes and the pickle juice, whatever it is you're going to use, make sure you're doing that.
So we have our camera guy, Chris Bricky, down on the field. He's got a camera on a selfie stick, getting that good view. So we can see what is going on. Oliver Springs has won the toss. They will defer to the second half. Is that what you would expect them to do?
Yeah, it is. It is. You like having the ball in the second half. I used to like to try to do that as well.
And talk about Kane Ladd and talk about Rylan Gettner, how they're not on this Kingston program anymore. But another vital weapon that Kingston lost last year, Conan Littlefield from that kicker position. Littlefield was lights out.
Yes, he was. I always say football is 3 phases: offense, defense, special teams. And you saw last night how important special teams were in the Loudon Lenore City game, and special teams ended up being the deciding factor.
So maybe I got that wrong. I think what the official just signaled is that Kingston won the toss and they'll receive.
I'm not sure what I saw there, Aaron.
At first, it looked like Oliver Springs won the toss and they deferred.
That's what I thought was happening too, and then I kind of looked away after.
Yeah. So one thing that I'm going to be watching tonight, I think, is Kingston, like we said in the pregame, they want to establish that run game. They're not going to throw the ball much at all. Run out of that triple option attack. They want to have like a 3 or 4-headed dragon that they can use and try to beat teams down with and wear them down. Oliver Springs, though, that's what South Pittsburgh kind of wanted to do. Not necessarily out of the wing tee, but they wanted to establish a run game, and they couldn't do it.
They could not do it. The defensive front for Oliver Springs was not, they controlled the line of scrimmage, and South Pittsburgh then had trouble running the ball. I'm sure Coach Pankey's looked at that film, and he schemed up the blocking assignments and the changing up and all of those kind of things. I think this is a great matchup for both teams.
Now, on the flip side of that, Oliver Springs wanted to establish a running game, and they did it against South Pittsburgh.
Again, and for Oliver Springs, the same guys playing up front on defense, most of those guys are playing up front on offense. So if you can dominate one side of the ball on defense, those same guys are going to dominate it on the other side of the field. So it'll be interesting to see. We talked about depth last week because Oliver Springs didn't have quite as many on the roster as South Pittsburgh. They are definitely at a numerical advantage tonight. So I think that depth is going to be a big factor.
One thing I'll mention, last week against Harriman, there were 2 runners for the Harriman Blue Devils who rushed for over 100 yards. One of them was a yard away from 200 yards.
Yes. Yeah, big performance.
So Kingston will have to do a much better job tonight at stopping the run. Kickoffs tonight, sponsored by the local 102 Plumbers and Steam Vendors Union in Knoxville, off of Broadway, reminding you that there is no substitute for union skilled craftsmen.
No, my father-in-law was a pipe fitter for many years. Taught me a lot about plumbing and pipe fitting and all that good stuff as well.
I don't know that I've ever said it on the air, but I also am a pipe fitter. So the kickoff will come up off of a bounce to about the 20-yard line, and the fumble start the game with the ball on the ground.
Swicegood on the return, then he lost the handle, but got right back on it.
Yeah, so good job by Keaton Swicegood to cover that thing back up. So Kingston will have a Hammers 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line, and we could see the Chuck Fleischman replay here, kind of see what happened. And it just got poked free.
Yeah.
And causing that fumble looked like Isaiah Hines, just a sophomore.
Those are the things that make coaches lose sleep at night.
So when you're playing a team with misdirection, what I've been told is you read your keys.
Yeah, you got to read the linemen. The linemen will generally take you, the guards will generally take you on the pull to where the run is going to go.
So Hamilton will take the direct snap, and we've got a flag on the play. So interesting, they start with Tayshawn Hamilton from the quarterback spot.
Ball start, Kingston.
Looked like he had a seam there too, Aaron.
Yeah. So the plan was, as we mentioned earlier, to play Matt Reeder in that position. But maybe they changed something up.
Reeder's on the field. He's over at the Z spot out there at the wide receiver spot.
So maybe after that Harriman game, going to change some things up. So Hamilton takes the direct snap again. Or maybe this is a Wildcat. I don't know. We'll find out.
I think it may be Wildcat.
Not a lot of room for Hamilton. See, it looks like they might be giving him 1.
Hamilton carries, gain of 2. Second down, 13.
We'll call it 2. 2nd and 13.
Tackle made by number 5, Cooper Jones.
Cooper Jones on the tackle there. Linebacker kind of flowing to the ball.
And, yeah, it was a Wildcat start the game because there is Reeder, number 11, with Hamilton to his right. And there's another fumble. Who's got it?
That might be Oliver Springs ball.
It is. Oh, my gosh, a disastrous start for the Kingston Yellow Jacket. They lay the ball on the ground twice, and Oliver Springs gets it the second time.
Kingston 26.
Wow. The snap might have been a little bit high. It definitely wasn't uncatchable. but I really couldn't see what happened.
Bobcats have excellent field position now. They've got it at the Kingston 26-yard line. So we'll see this offense for the first time.
Well, that's well within field goal range.
Yes, it is.
Week.
Yes, it is. It was about the 26 where the ball was when Bokey made a 41-yard field goal. And here's Mason Day to Jet. It's a flea flicker. Bokey down the field, and the pass goes right through the hands of Cole Jackson, the intended target.
Wow. That was a bold first play.
A double reverse flea flicker.
And he was open.
Pass intended from Bokey.
He was open.
Jackson incomplete, second down.
Daddy, oh my gosh. That is a near miss.
Yeah.
Look at that. Just went right through the basket.
Ooh. One more step.
So, 2nd and 10. Handoff goes to Day. And Day gets up to the 20. Pickup of 6. We'll make it 3rd and 4.
Nice push up front right there by this Oliver Springs line. You look, see a hat on a hat.
Number 6, Hamilton on the stop.
Caden Jackson, the big senior up front, kind of leading the way right there.
So depending on what happens on this play, you could see a field goal. And we've got a stoppage for some reason. Oh, we got a player with some blood on him maybe, or an equipment malfunction.
Not sure what that is. Okay.
I don't know. So here is the 3rd and 4 attempt. It's Jackson Jet, and Jet is stuffed for no gain. So now you wonder, do you try the field goal here, or do you go for the first down?
Well, Coach Harper's got a decision to make right here.
It's kind of early. You don't really know what the flow of the game is just yet. And it looks like they're going for it.
They're going for it, sure are.
So you don't know if points are going to be at a premium just yet. Might go with a hard count.
I think they did, yeah. Trying to freeze, and now they got to play. 10 seconds on the play clock.
Might go with a hard count again and call timeout. You never know. Bokey. Nope. Takes the snap. Rolls to his right. He's looking. Has a man there. It's Jackson, and it falls incomplete. And again, Jackson cannot handle it as he was tiptoeing the sidelines, and Kingston holds Oliver Springs after their opening possession turnover.
They got the play they wanted. They got the matchup they wanted. They just couldn't execute the throw and catch.
Now, if you're Liam Bokey, you've gone to Jackson twice, and he's kind of let you down twice. What do you go up and tell him?
Hey, man, we're going to get the next one. Hey, man, we're going to get the next one.
Got to keep that head up. On this Hammers inherited first down, Hamilton is stopped for no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Number 73, Tyler Gaines on the tackle.
See this Chuck Fleischman replay.
Short gain, 2nd down 9.
Gaines on the tackle right there. He was kind of controlling the inside last week too.
And there you see Mr. Fleischman sponsoring all of our replays this year, serving Anderson, Roane, Morgan County since 2010. And somebody went early.
I think so.
That time trying to go back to Swice good. But instead, Kingston's going to be backed up 5 yards.
5-yard penalty moves the ball back to the 16-yard line.
Those pre-snap penalties, man, kill you.
2nd 1 for Kingston. And Coach Pankey wants a timeout.
Timeout, Kingston.
So, this time out brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. While you wait, visit PattersonsAppliances.com to shop online for quality home appliances today.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OEB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
What is strength when you're battling cancer? Is it a shoulder to lean on? A voice of hope? Is it confidence in the most available care options? Or is it unmatched expertise answering your hardest questions? Giving you the courage to move forward. At Covenant Health, we think it means all of this and more. For you. Let our strength be yours.
And back to the OEB Law game of the week out of the timeout. Kingston facing a 2nd and 15. Reeder in the backfield. Hands off to Whitehead. Whitehead is immediately met and stopped for a loss.
Met in the backfield.
Wow, the defensive front right now is really dominant for the Oliver Springs Bobcats. You see more white jerseys in the backfield than you see the blue jerseys.
This is surprising for me to see. I mean, I came into it believing that Oliver Springs should probably be favored, but I did not expect the dominance up front. But it's still early in this game as only 4 minutes have gone by. Reeder fakes the handoff to Whitehead. Now we'll throw it back to him. The opposite side of the field is picked off by Benton. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Oliver Springs.
Benton saw that one all the way.
Number 11, Jaquan Benton.
Wow.
Benton saw that one all the way. That's a big-time play right there. He kind of let it develop in front of him, almost baited the throw, and then went and got it.
So the Oliver Springs defense stays home. They don't bite on that fake. And in to attempt the extra point for Oliver Springs is Bryson Goodman. Bobcats run someone on late. And Goodman's kick is up. And it is good. With 7:41 left to go in the first quarter, 2 turnovers for the Kingston Yellow Jackets. One of those, the latest, results in 7 points for Oliver Springs on your OEB Law game of the week.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
Back to your OEB Law game of the week. Give you a brief scoring update. In the first quarter, Bearden leads Alcoa 7-0. In the second quarter, Oneida, Coalfield tied at the big circle. Or with the big circle.
The big circle.
They both have the big circle.
Both got the goose egg.
Yep. So.
In soccer, they call that nil. Nil.
Kickoffs tonight, sponsored by Plumbers and Steam Fitters of the Local 102 out of Knoxville, reminding you there is no substitute for you, a skilled craftsman. This kickoff taken at about the 25. And this time a decent return by Swicegood up to about the 39-yard line, and that's where Kingston will have the Hammers 1st and 10.
Better field position on this drive. Kingston's going to have to figure out a way to handle that front. Traps, draws, screens, which they were trying to run the little throwback screen right there. So I don't dislike the call. It was just well played by Oliver Springs.
I think I saw that wrong or said that wrong. Kingston will have it at 39. And again, trying to hand off to Hamilton, and Hamilton is stopped in the backfield for a loss. And this is what Kingston wants to do. They want to run the football, but man, you have to win your matchups up front if you're going to do that. And right now, Kingston's not.
You either have to double team at the point of attack, pull from the back side to the front side to get the extra blocker over, or you got to bring it outside C gap. Whether you toss it out there or quick pitch, whatever, to get outside. But at this point, they're going to have to figure out how to handle that front.
Handoff, Hamilton again, and this time Hamilton picks up 2 yards up across the 40. Still not a lot there.
Not a lot there.
24th Thacker, gain of 3. 3rd and 10.
Give him just really close to a yard inside the original line of scrimmage. See Coach Pankey there looking on at his team. So Reeder with Whitehead to his left. He will pitch it out to Whitehead. Whitehead's tripped and brought down by Cole Jackson. Kingston will have to punt.
There was the quick pitch that I was talking about. You got to seal the edge there.
Jackson on the tackle.
And the edge is not sealed right here.
And 15.
See on the bottom of your screen.
Is this our first punt?
It is. Back deep to punt. Ryan Knice. Back deep to receive for Oliver Springs, Jaquan Benton, and Jackson Jett.
I wouldn't want to kick it to either one of those two guys.
Definitely not. Low snap, wobbly spiral on the punt, and it takes a Kingston bounce and rolls dead at about the 21-yard line. So great punt, but there is a flag back here.
Nicely executed.
And that flag is around the area of the punter, so
yes.
That's a 15-yard penalty, and that'll be an automatic first down.
Yes, it is.
So it was right at a 4th and 15, and Kingston gets 15 yards.
I didn't see it. I was watching the punt and the coverage.
Well, it was a low snap, so it had to be gathered. You'll see it right here on your Chuck Fleischman replay. Ooh.
We missed it off the edge of the screen there.
And the Academy Award goes to
Kingston.
Another inherited first down.
Yeah, if there was something there, it wasn't much. Just based off of what we could see in that replay. Nonetheless, Hammers 1st and 10. Hamilton looks left, cuts back to his right, maybe gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Looked like Turner Woodley was pulling right to left to help lead that charge, but the leaker from the backside, I didn't catch a number on that. Ran that down before they could develop.
So one thing we haven't seen tonight is the quarterback keep for a run. Although Coach Pankey has said that Reeder is capable. And again, handoff for about no gain.
Once again, no gain, 3rd down.
Looked like gains on the tackle right there, too.
And again, it looks like Kingston just lining up, just my guy against your guy, and your guy is winning right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Gaines was on that tackle.
So, perfect view right there, right in front of us. It's 3rd and 10. Reeder fakes the handoff to Hamilton. He'll look upfield and get this one away, and that pass is dropped. Had a man there. He's looking for Blake Hester. And that would have been enough for a first down, I do believe.
Yeah, he was past the sticks right there. that was well executed. They got the ball out on the edge, got the look they wanted, but just couldn't execute the throw and catch. Sometimes you can be too open.
So Kingston in punt formation again. Got a really good-looking punt that didn't count last time. Snap a little bit better this time. And this is a wobbly spiral that is not great.
38-yard line right there.
At the Bobcat 38-yard line.
That's a 13-yard punt.
Yeah, I know what they're doing. They're trying to directional kick.
Yeah.
So that you don't give it straight to Jet. But you got to get it between the numbers and the sideline more instead of just angled straight out like that. And that's hard to do. You got to practice that. And they'll get there. It just takes more reps.
So Hammers 1st and 10 for Oliver Springs. The Bobcats lead at 7-0 with 2:16 left to go in the first quarter. Bokey. Handoff to Jet, and Jet is met, but reverses his field, and he's got some space. Pickup of 12, another Hammers 1st and 10. Right at midfield.
Hitting the backfield.
Down by Matt Reeder at the 50-yard line.
Hitting the backfield, but was able to shake loose. And turned a loss of probably 3 or 4 into plus 12.
Yeah, saw traffic was blocked, and Google Maps just rerouted him the other direction. Might have taken a little bit longer. Okay.
On that roughing call.
So we're hearing that it may have been the punter was shoved after the punt, like shoved, and in that case, that would absolutely be the correct call. As quickly, Bokey hits Benton for another 10-yard gain and another Hammers 1st and 10.
That's a really nice combination. Bokey to Benton. They do that well. I'll say that they do. The timing is really nice on that.
Benton had a receiving touchdown last week against South Pittsburgh. Has another receiving touchdown tonight. It just received it from the Kingston quarterback. And here's Mason Day breaking tackles. Day up the sideline, looking for the end zone, and he will be knocked out just short. They'll give him the 4-yard line.
Like Schweisgood ran him down on the angle.
The Hammers 1st and goal.
It'll be 1st and goal, Bobcats from the Kingston.
Yeah, Schweisgood got him.
So Oliver Springs threatening again with 75 seconds left to go in this first quarter. And going with a wishbone kind of set now to Cole Jackson. Jackson spins and leaps, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Oliver Springs.
Yeah, the pile kept moving.
Wow.
There you go.
See this Chuck Fleischman replay. There's whoop. And then just reaches the ball out and gets right over the goal line. That's got to feel good for Jackson.
Yeah.
He dropped 2 passes on that first drive. Since then, as the extra point is good, he's made a huge defensive play, and he has rushed it into the end zone to help get his Bobcat team up 14-0 with 1:08 left to go in the first quarter of your OEB Law Game of the Week.
I wanted to continue my education after high school, but my family and I didn't think we could afford it. Then I found out that Roane State has the options to make college possible. Now I'm pursuing my dreams and will make my family and community proud.
So back at the OEB Law Game of the Week as we get set for another kickoff. And once again, want to remind you our kickoff sponsored by the Plumber Steamfitters Union, Local 102 in Knoxville, 1216 North Broadway. Get more information at ualocal102.org or call the number on your screen, 865-523-7413. Reminding you, there is no substitute for UA skilled craftsmen. Goodman getting set to kick this one off. Whitehead back deep to receive for Kingston, but I don't think this ball gets that far. It does not. Instead, it is taken at the 7 by Swicegood, and Swicegood gets across the 40, and that's where Kingston will have the Hammers 1st and 10 as we get ready to start this drive. Some scoring updates for you, just to let you know. Still in the second quarter, I'm still seeing the 2 zeros for Oneida and Coalfield. In the second quarter, Alcoa has tied up Bearden at 7, and Maryville in the first quarter is up on Knox Central by a score of 3-0.
Wartburg and Harriman knotted up at 0 at the end of the first.
All right. So, sounds like Wartburg playing much better this week than last week, which I really thought would happen. And here is Whitehead. And, man, he's just smothered.
Right at the point of attack right there.
And Carcel Whitehead is down.
Second down.
He's slow to get up.
Yeah.
So, okay, brand new scoring update for you. With 30 seconds left to go in the first half, it's Oneida 7, Coalfield 6, as Coalfield has scored, went for 2, and that 2-point conversion failed. So,
okay.
So 30 seconds before halftime there. So,
oh, they had that 7 o'clock kickoff, didn't they? That's why they're so far ahead of us.
So while they attend to Whitehead, let's take a moment to thank some of our sponsors for tonight, starting with Big Orange Tree Service. No job too big or too small for Jason Stiltner, fully insured and qualified, full tree removal, stump grinding, gutter cleaning, lot clearing. Give a call, 865-414-5499. 865-414-5499. That's Big Orange Tree Service. And also would like to point out that our Friday Night Scoreboard show, which will air tonight, either following the conclusion of our game or at 10, is the Free Medical Clinic Friday Night Scoreboard show. So Free Medical Clinic, the sponsor for that one, again, we thank them for that. So join Jonathan Cox and give a call in. Let him know. Oh, DJ Pendergrass also going to be on with Mr. Cox. So 2nd and 15. Quick pitch and flag on the play.
Yeah, it looked like he's up in his face mask there.
Yeah.
Hamilton on the pitch.
But, man, again, Oliver Springs right there as soon as Hamilton took that pitch.
Yeah, they're really crashing that edge right there. You either got to seal it, kick it out, or run away from it.
So with Kingston, what we've seen in the past with these Brian Pankey teams is we have seen that wing tee. We have seen a lot of. Okay. So we've seen a lot of motion, a lot of misdirection. I'm not seeing that tonight.
No, we're not seeing any. We're still pulling from one side to the other, but there's not a lot of motion there. The counters are still there, obviously. But they're getting pressed so hard at the line of scrimmage, even the counters are tough to run.
So there was the first down play. Third and 19. Reeder, handoff, Hamilton. Hamilton tries to go over right guard. And now we've got a late flag.
from the back judge.
And Jones on the stop. Flag on the play.
And Jaquan Benton is clapping.
He threw that thing about 20 yards in the air.
Trying to play charades. You see that move he made?
Yeah.
Net ball, personal foul, and it is on Kingston.
Ejection.
Ooh.
I didn't see the number.
A 15-yard penalty moves the ball to the 22. 3rd and long.
So Kingston's going to be...
I'm confused.
I'm confused too, because Kingston doesn't look like they've got a punt unit out there. And it also doesn't look like anybody's come out of the game.
They're going to the quarter. They're going to the quarter. I just looked at the clock.
All right. So I want to just get through the end of this quarter. And then when we get back, we anticipate that Kingston will be in punt formation. It's Bobcats 14, Kingston nothing on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We built our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
So back here, OEB Law Game of the Week. See Tyler Harper and the boot on that opposite sideline. Coach Pankey talking with officials, trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, they're getting their punt team ready. I was trying to read what the officials trying to explain to Coach Pankey what was going on. Still don't know exactly what happened there.
So I can hear the voices a little bit in this press box among us, and what I just heard was the player threw him down and then dove on top of him.
Knees in punt formation.
Okay.
Deep to receive. Jet. And Benton.
That'll get you. That's even worse than the old okey doke.
Yeah. So this is Ryan Neese in punt formation. And this is a wobbly spiral up the middle, and Jet's going to take it off a bounce and immediately stop. So great coverage there. Jet took a chance.
He did. He took a chance. Coaches don't really like that. Either field it clean or get away from it. But he grabbed the ball, stopped the ball from rolling further down the field. So.
And that's Keaton Swicegood with Whitehead there to make that tackle. But Oliver Springs will have a Hammers 1st and 10 from the Bobcats 37-yard line. Man in motion. That's Eddings. And Mason Day will get the carry for no gain. A flag comes out.
Another flag.
Day carries.
I think the umpire threw that one. Holding, maybe?
Face mask. Ooh, on Kingston. That's a 5-yarder.
Tackle made by number 53, Ray, number 54, Ruff. Penalties.
So after the spot of the foul,
5-yard penalty.
We'll repeat first down, and it will be 1st and 4.
First and 5.
Couldn't see much on that Chuck Fleischman replay.
Down box went to second down. Should be first down again.
Should be first. Bokey going to keep it, rolls to his right, and then steps out of bounds. He's got well enough for the Hammers 1st and 10, and he has entered the Oliver Springs side of the field.
Yeah, just rolled out, didn't see what he liked. used his feet,
The Yellow Jacket 48.
got around the edge.
And now it doesn't matter what the down mark.
No, down mark will be correct now.
Because it will say first this time. We got a scoring update out of Harriman. You had that. It was just barely into the second quarter. It was Harriman leading 7-0.
Yeah, 11:41 when that scoring update came in. My son and daughter-in-law are at that game.
Bokey, handoff, Day.
Oh.
And this time Kingston stacks him up.
Kingston made a nice stop right there.
Made first by number 77, Witherspoon.
See the Chuck Fleischman replay there. And that time, Witherspoon for Kingston did a great job.
Yeah.
Getting off that block there.
He's one of those handful of seniors, and you look to those guys to kind of lead the way.
So Bokey with Day to his left and in about an H-back position, Jackson. And then here is Jet with a jet sweep. And he'll get across the 40. That's going to be really close to a first down.
I think he's just maybe half a yard short.
Tackle by number 10, Blake Hester. Tackle made at the 39-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Yes, a yard shy.
Looked like Hester on that tackle. He's a sophomore.
Kingston High School's marching band playing Revenge of the Fates from Star Wars Episode 1.
Ah, okay.
Remember that from when I was just a lad. Handoff Day. Day's got the first down and more.
Ooh, he got rocked right there at the end.
He did. Gets down to about the 32-yard line.
Tough run. Tough run.
Tackle by Hester. First down, Bobcats at the Kingston 32.
So here's Oliver Springs just methodically moving the football.
Now they're in trips formation.
Day in the backfield. Jordan Gray on the bottom of your screen. Day's going to have one-on-one coverage. Bokey going to get it out to Benton. Benton, little wide receiver screen. And Benton's going to be close to a first down.
Bokey's pass complete to Benton.
I think Kingston coaching staff questioned, was that a hole on the outside right there?
Let's look at the Chuck Fleischman replay.
Second down, 2.
And we'll view it with hindsight.
24.
No, I kept his feet moving. Now he had his hand outside the shoulder pad.
Right there, yeah.
But they didn't feel like it was enough to give him an advantage, I guess.
Pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Bokey takes a snap, handoff Day. And Day stacked up.
Day on the give.
Wow.
See where his forward progress gets him. They're going to move the sticks.
First down, Bobcat.
Yeah, they move the sticks. Pretty good spot.
See on this Chuck Fleischman replay. It didn't look like he got past the 23.
I didn't think so either.
And it looks like they're giving him the 22.
Yeah, a pretty favorable spot if you're a Bobcat.
So Hammers 1st and 10. Bokey fakes the handoff today. Now it's going to look across the middle. He's got a man there. Nope. Picked off. On the interception. That is Keaton Swicegood.
Swicegood on the interception. Hey, look at those new lights.
Brand new lights.
Brand new lights.
Installed last night.
Brand new lights.
So now both teams have thrown an interception. And Kingston will take over with the Hammers 1st and 10.
I think Bokey wanted to work to the right to where Benton was covered, so he came back to the middle of the field. and Swicegood was just kind of hanging out back there.
Ball mark at the 25-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10, Kingston. Sideline warning against Kingston.
So Kingston has a sideline warning. Now remember that, because we saw one on, what was that, Thursday? We saw one in the second half. They got penalized, and we thought it was the first one.
It was Oliver Springs, South Pittsburgh, and they got him the second one. I thought it was the first one.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and somebody texted my rules guy, who's also my assistant principal, Landon Mann, texted me. He said, no, Coach, that was the second one.
You've got a rules guy? How much is Brad paying you?
I've got a rules guy. I'm telling you.
Reader, handoff, Hamilton.
Nice push.
And the pile's still moving.
Still moving.
Now they're going to blow it dead.
Hamilton carries.
Gets up to about the 29-yard line. So pickup of about 4 should make it 2nd and 6.
Looks like a rugby scrum.
4-yard gain on the play. 2nd down, 6.
So something positive for this Kingston team. See if they can get a little momentum. Fakes the handoff to Whitehead. Now it's going to quickly get it out to Tyson McAmis. McAmis tries to find the corner. Can't. He's knocked out of bounds at the 39-yard line. And we've got a flag. And we'll have to wait and see who this is on.
Yeah, we'll sort this out. It looked like a dead ball foul.
Pass complete to McAmis. Knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, so either way, you're going to have a Hammers 1st and 10 here.
Flag on the play.
But where will the ball be spotted is the question, because if this is on Kingston, then you're going to go from about the 40-yard line to about the 25. Dead ball, personal foul. It is on Kingston. But you have an offsetting penalty.
Okay.
All right. So now the Yellow Jackets will have a Hammers 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. So.
Okay, nobody's penalized.
Well, they're going to spot at 39. Regardless, it's going to be a Hammers 1st and 10. And that is probably Kingston's most effective offensive play.
Yeah, that was a nice little setup pass, getting out on the edge a little bit.
Just under 6.5. 6.5 left to go in this first half. Reader split backs. Handoff. Goes to Whitehead. Whitehead has a seam. He is gone. No flags on the field. Touchdown, Kingston.
Big play right there. Big play, guys.
That is a 61-yard gain. And Kingston, barring the extra point, should cut this lead in half as we see the Chuck Fleischman replay.
Just found the seam right up the middle. Then it became a foot race. And Whitehead's going to win that one.
A lot of relief in this stadium.
We're missing a player up front on the extra point.
And there's 8 seconds on the play clock. Oh, well, no.
Oh, they just reset it. Okay.
Okay. That'll work. Okay, whatever. That extra point is up. It's good. So, 6:05 left to go in this first half. Kingston's cut it in half, 14-7 Bobcats on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Over 14,000 neighbors live in fear of becoming sick or injured and having to make a choice between putting food on the table or seeking medical care. The free medical clinic tries to take that fear away.
Bringing the healthcare, primary care out to our rural communities, I've had patients tell me that if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't be able to have any kind of health care. So us being able to go into these areas and provide that on-site care to these patients that can also come back week to week if they need for follow-up primary care, it is life-changing. It means a world of difference between actually life and death for them.
Back to your OEB Law game of the week. Scoring update for you about halfway through the second quarter. Harriman-Wartburg tied up at 7 now. So the Bulldogs have struck back.
I don't know if you can feel it, Aaron, but there's a lot more energy now on this Kingston side of the field. A lot of folks engaged. That sideline got a little more energy now. Oliver Springs now has to respond to this, or we got a dogfight on our hands.
Well, and you look at the Chuck Fleischman replay, that's exactly where that energy's coming from. And I can tell you from a fan standpoint, watching, let's say, the 2008 Tennessee Volunteer offense, when it's just not working, you're not getting anything going, it's very frustrating. It's hard to watch. But now the crowd can breathe a little bit. I think the Kingston players can breathe a little bit, and they are back in this ball game as this kickoff is on the way. It's sponsored by UA Local 102, Plumbers Steamfitters Union out of Knoxville. And on this return, a nice return,
Jet on the return
by Jackson Jet. And they will mark him up at the 38-yard line.
Got one down.
Yes, you do. And for Kingston, that looks like
21. I don't have it on my roster. Hang on, let me check another roster.
We have multiple rosters here. Maybe he's on one of them.
Is that Gillespie?
Yep. Romantic Gillespie, a freshman. As you see the personal trainer out there on the field. You remember last year we were here when they played loud and kid's arm went out of socket.
Oh, yeah.
And she ran out on the field and popped it right back in.
Put it right back in, brother.
We had the camera on it. Oh, man. So, anyway, we hope that Gillespie's okay. Let's take a look at that. Well, we'll see it in just a moment. See if we can spot Mr. Gillespie on the field here to maybe see what happened. Was that him back there?
That was him back there, yeah.
Yeah. And it almost looked like it just buckled on him, maybe. Right there.
Yeah, it looked like maybe the right knee buckled.
Did he make contact with Jet's leg?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He sure did.
That's
left
what
knee,
happened.
Left knee.
Ooh.
You know, they don't really wear knee pads anymore. Back in my day, we had those big knee pads that covered your whole kneecap.
Yeah.
Now they wear this thing about the size of an aspirin tablet. Maybe an antacid tablet that sits over the very top. That can be painful.
Yeah, you see he's able to limp off the field with help. So Oliver Springs now, just under 6 minutes left to go in this first half. They'll take over with the Hammers 1st and 10.
That's the one thing I hate about football. I love football. I've been involved with it for a long, long time, but the injuries. And it's a part of it. You got to plan for it. You got to manage it, but the injuries.
So Hammers 1st and 10.
Got a
Jet
hold on
looking for the outside, and Jet is slung down after a pickup of about 2. Now, you said you saw a hold, but did they see it?
No, there's no flag for it, but if you'll watch the right end for Kingston.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
I wasn't the only one saw that. He got off the block, though, made the tackle. That's what you like to see. Old coach told me one time, son, they'll only hold you if you let them.
Handoff. Mason Day, and Day's drugged down from behind. Let's see. Looks like line judge is going to spot him with a 2-yard gain.
About 2.
Third and 6.
All right, so Kingston going to try to get a big stop here after cutting the lead to 7. And Brian Pankey is going to talk to his team. So this timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Check out the store at 1067 South Walnut Avenue in Cookeville, now open for business.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey, Dan Shoemaker.
I think Kingston saw something in that formation they weren't expecting, didn't like. So probably a wise timeout. If this is a crucial point in this ball game.
It is. You can feel this big momentum swing as Kingston able to stop the last Oliver Springs drive by getting an interception and then taking it into the end zone.
Looks like we're short one inside.
It's third.
So Bokey back to pass. He's just going to get it over to Day. Day looking for the outside, gets it, and Day, I believe he's going to have the first down.
He's close.
Tackled.
He's close.
By Swicegood.
He's got it. Where they put that football, he needed.
White hat's coming to check.
He needed the 47, and it's across the 47. They're going to bring the chains.
Now, this white hat, is that Tim Sharp? I thought so. I always thought he was a great official, too. He and Stan Huff and Leonard. Yeah.
Timeout for the measurement.
We have a great view on that.
Yeah, it's right here in front of me.
Coach Pankey.
Coach Pankey checking it out, too. Look at that.
That's short, guys. Look at it. That's short. I could be wrong. I don't think
Coach
that's short.
Pankey's going for the long chain here.
I think he's got it by a football.
Chris in there with the expert camera work. Looks like he's short.
I'm wrong.
That looks like a whole yard, don't it?
Yeah, it does. So he needed to get the 48. And I was under the impression he needed the 47. So we'll watch the Chuck Fleischman replay here, what happened. Bokey.
It's 4th and 1.
You know, he hits a check down. That's a good positive play off a check down. But now it's 4th and 1. I think Oliver Springs is going to pound the rock right here, make a statement.
Well, the Bobcats have all 3 timeouts. So they could hard count it and then call a timeout and then
wishbone.
Get their play set up. Instead, they're going wishbone here. Start out, Bokey will try the hard count. Doesn't work. You got 10 seconds on the play clock. Handoff, Day. Day stopped! But the pile's moving!
He's short. That's a big play right there.
And Day's unhappy. But that is a huge stop by the Yellow Jackets.
I think he lost about a yard.
He did, and Kingston will take over on the Bobcat side of the field with 3:50 left to go in this first half. 45 yards away from possibly tying this thing up. That momentum swing It's made its way to Kingston.
I think Luke Ruff inside made the first contact, number 54, and then everybody else swarmed over top of that.
So let's see what the Yellow Jackets can do on offense. Handoff, Whitehead, and Whitehead is stopped in the backfield. Loss of 1.
Stop for no gain. Tackled by number 5, Jones. Number 58, Jackson.
Let's say Cooper Jones looked like he was there first with the contact. And then Jackson, and they cleaned it up.
Forward progress will give him the original line of scrimmage, so actually it'll be 2nd and 10. Clock runs. Scoring update, second quarter. Alcoa has taken the lead over Bearden, 14-0. Well, then you get another scoring update. It's tied at halftime, 14-all.
Wow.
And Coalfield's gone up on Oneida, 14-7 in the third quarter.
Timeout, Kingston.
And Science Hill in Anderson County has been canceled because of the weather.
Could you imagine driving to Johnson?
Oh, my gosh.
I would be so upset. But the only positive thing, you might get to stop at Buc-ee's.
Or not Buc-ee's that I would want to stop at, but, God, what's that burger place?
Oh,
Pals. Yes, that's where I would want. So, timeout on the field. Timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances, proudly serving your community since 1965 because they care.
When the lights turn on and the game begins, you need a team you can rely on. Ray Varner Ford and Clinton's strong lineup of vehicles is crafted with the same dedication and hard work that drives our community. Experience quality and value in this pre-owned 2023 Ford Expedition Limited 4x4 $67,950, 2017 Ford F-150 Raptor SVT $41,950, 2023 Ford Escape ST Line $28,940. Local you trust, pre-owned vehicles you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
Back at your OEB Law game of the week. So, yeah, we're talking about Anderson County driving all the way up to take on Science Hill and having that game canceled. You remember last season, it was a rivalry Thursday game. Alcoa was supposed to play Greenville. They played into the first quarter, and then there was a weather delay, and they never got that game going back. So it had to be canceled. So, and that was the second game of the year that Greenville had to cancel because of weather. So 2nd and 10, man in motion, fakes the handoff, and here is Reeder on the carry. And Reeder will get up to maybe the original line of scrimmage. And see, that's what I was waiting for. He hadn't kept it yet.
Yeah.
1952.
And Oliver Springs takes a timeout here. Going to try to reserve some clock to try to get the ball back. But you see on the check flash from replay, Reeder keeps and picks up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances, proudly serving your community since 1965 because they care.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammer's popular ladies boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
And back to the OEB Law game of the week. 2:51 left to go in this first half. Thought we might have some weather here as we were getting set to go on the air for our pregame. There was some thunder and lightning in the area as I was coming through right around where Watts Bar Lake is there, the Kingston City Park. Big old flash of lightning, but it never actually made it here to the school.
No, it just kind of got like a couple miles away and then just kind of dissolved into nothing. We must be living right here.
There you go. That's got to be what it is. 3rd and 9, handoff. This is Tayshawn Hamilton. Hamilton gets the outside, finds a hole, squeaks through it, and gets up to the 25-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets have a Hammers 1st and 10.
Tackle made by number 7, Jordan Gray.
So they see the Chuck Fleischman replay.
1st and 10, Kingston.
Kingston's made some adjustments of some sort.
They have. They're sealing the end a little better. And they're able to get on the edge now.
In business. Here's Reeder. Handoff. Hamilton. And Hamilton somehow makes some positive yards. Pickup of close to 5.
I was going to say, that's almost 5 yards there. And I thought he was going to get tackled at the line of scrimmage.
That's what it looked like to me, too.
Second down, 7.
I don't know how he squirted through there. Even after seeing it on the Chuck Fleischman replay, I don't know how he made positive yardage there. But they're going to give him back to about the 22. So just a pickup of 3, but still, that's 3 more than I thought he had.
Yeah.
We've gone under 2 minutes to play in this first half. Kingston threatening. Reeder, split backs in the backfield. Handoff Whitehead. And Whitehead gets up to about the 20. And a flag comes out.
Oh.
Flag on the play.
Interesting to see what this call is going to be. They're backing it up. No.
So that flag came out after the stop was made. So it is a dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Oliver Springs.
Oh, that's a big penalty, Aaron.
So that's half the distance to the goal, which should place the ball at the 10-yard line, and it does. That's a Hammers first and goal for the Kingston Yellow Jackets.
It will be first and... First and goal.
Couldn't really tell.
Couldn't really tell
from that replay, but Reeder, 2 wide outs to the short side of the field. Whitehead in the backfield with him. Handoff going that way is Whitehead. Whitehead looking for 6 more.
Still moving.
And we got a great view of it right there. Tackled at the 2-yard line. Second and goal, Kingston. Remember, Whitehead already has a 61-yard rush for a touchdown in this game.
He's running hard. Running hard.
Clock running, 60 seconds.
Under a minute.
Left to go in this first half. Reeder gets the play from the sideline.
According to the scoreboard, Coach Pankey's out of timeouts.
That's what we have as well. Direct snap to Hamilton. The pile is being pushed.
He's down about the 1, maybe.
Oh, man.
Got to go quick. Got to go
Kingston
quick.
Doesn't have a timeout. It's 3rd and goal.
20.
And again, Hamilton will take the direct snap. And again, he'll run it straight forward.
He's in. He's in.
I didn't see the signal.
The linesman on this side down here in the corner signal.
In that case, touchdown Kingston. The Yellow Jackets an extra point away from tying this game up right before halftime.
Here we go.
Yeah, he was definitely in. On to attempt the extra point is Ryan Neese. Reeder will hold, snap, set, kick is up. That kick is true. 12.2 seconds left to go in this first half. Kingston has found new life. Yellow Jackets tied up 14-all right before halftime of your OEB Law Game of the Week.
In East Tennessee, our work heritage runs deep. For over a century, the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union Local 102 has been part of the area's growth and prosperity. Don't sell yourself or your business short by hiring unskilled labor. Our cutting-edge labor training facility equips our members with the advanced skills needed to be the very best in the industry. Keep jobs local and the money in the state. At Local 102, we work tirelessly today to help build a better tomorrow for our community and our members.
And back here, OEB Law Game of the Week. Earlier today, you see the student section there holding a check for $1,000. That's not a typo. That is $1,000 from Tim Elrod and OEB Law. That's what we tell you about when we talk about OEB Law. That's why we're so glad that they are a part of our program, and we are glad to have them on board. $1,000 goes to the home school of every single game that we do, every single game that is on Rivalry Thursday as well, thanks to OEB Law. And thankful for Tim Elrod for that. Normally he joins us. I guess he went up. Oh, he's moving offices, so he couldn't be here tonight. All right. Well, we missed him. We'll have him on next week. Kickoff tonight sponsored by the UA Local 102 Plumbers Steamfitters Union in Knoxville. And this kickoff will roll out of bounds.
Kick goes out of bounds.
So Oliver Springs can take a 5-yard penalty, make them re-kick it, or they can take the ball at, the 35?
35.
I think I would have them re-kick it if it were me. Anyway, Local 102 out of Knoxville reminding you that there is no substitute for UA Skilled Craftsmen.
5-yard penalty.
They're going to re-kick.
That's what I would do because you have dangerous return men.
Hey, he's got to bag it up 5.
See if the officials tell them back it up.
There we go.
All right. So there you get the illegal procedure call. Back it up 5 yards. Then the guy goes over. He hands the football to Mr. Neese.
What I always think's funny about this, normally the white hat's the guy signaling everything, except in this particular play. Whoever's down here, because, the white hat's not going to run all the way back to report in. And so this is about the only play I think that ever happens. Penalties on kickoff.
We get another kickoff here, thanks to the Local 102 out of Knoxville, Plumbers Steamfitters Union. And this kickoff is fielded cleanly at about the 25 by Mason Day. And this is exactly why I said, Day is crunched down by Whitehead with a minute. I'm sorry, 1.7 seconds left in this half. There's a flag, a holding on Oliver Springs. So that'll back them up 10 yards too. My goodness, what a hit.
Where's the flag? I didn't see this. Yeah, this is a Joe Neuber collision.
Even for Packer, it's a
holding Bobcats.
Oh, God. Hey, listen. Mason Day, you're not going to see that very much out of Mason Day.
No.
So if you're going to clip that one, you're going to put that on a poster or something, that's the one you do because you're not going to see Mason Day get upended like that very often.
Yeah, they got a technical term for that. That's called a decleater. You take his cleats clean out of the ground.
The way Bokeh is setting up, I believe Oliver Springs will take a knee. That's what they'll do. So it was all Oliver Springs to start this game, and it looked like the Bobcats might run away with it. But Kingston gets an interception, gets into the end zone, gets another stop, gets into the end zone again right before halftime, and all of the momentum is with the home team, Kingston Yellow Jackets, right now. So stay tuned. Halftime activities brought to you by Medic. We'll see the bands perform, and then we might come back, talk about it a little bit, give you some scoring updates as well. You're tuned in to the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting one of the ORUD showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time in and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OEB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
There is something in the world in the shadows.
I'm Tim Elrod. Over the years, you've heard us at OEB Law say, let us turn your wreck into a check. We still do that for many families, but I want to take the time to go beyond the slogan. I think I've learned over the years, and more every day, that the most important thing for an attorney to understand is the value of being a partner to you. When you and your family call an attorney, you're calling because you need some help. You need someone to pull alongside you and stand with you. We understand the process of the legal system. You probably don't. So it's our responsibility to keep you informed about every step of the process. You're going to have questions about what's going on. What's next? What do I need to know? Our responsibility is to guide you through the process with the information that you need, the answers to your questions, and the assurance that we have your back at OEB Law. You have my word. We stand with you because communication is key.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Roane County High School Marching Band. You're still playing for everything? 31 for...
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OEB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
What is strength when you're battling cancer? Is it a shoulder to lean on? A voice of hope? Is it confidence in the most available care options? Or is it unmatched expertise answering your hardest questions? Giving you the courage to move forward. At Covenant Health, we think it means all of this and more. For you. Let our strength be yours.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
I wanted to continue my education after high school, but my family and I didn't think we could afford it. Then I found out that Roane State has the options to make college possible. Now I'm pursuing my dreams and will make my family and community proud.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
Over 14,000 neighbors live in fear of becoming sick or injured and having to make a choice between putting food on the table or seeking medical care. The free medical clinic tries to take that fear away.
Bringing the healthcare, primary care out to our rural communities, I've had patients tell me that if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't be able to have any kind of health care. So us being able to go into these areas and provide that on-site care to these patients that can also come back week to week if they need for follow-up primary care, it is life-changing. It means a world of difference between actually life and death for them.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week out of halftime. And these brand new lights did something really cool when the teams came back out to warm up. They went blue. It was like a blue light, and the teams were warming up under it and everything, and it looked really cool. I wish we could have shown it to you.
It was really cool.
Brad Jones got a picture of it. Maybe you can find. Maybe he'll post that on his personal Facebook page later. But anyway, halftime here, Kingston and Oliver Springs tied at 14. Some other scores we can update you on. The last score I've got still is Alcoa and Bearden tied at 14. That was at halftime. We've got in the fourth quarter, the score I've got for Coalfield is the Yellow Jackets 21, Oneida 14. Fulton leads over Campbell County 20-0 in the second quarter. The last score we had on the Wartburg score was the Bulldogs leading over Harriman 15-7, unless that's changed. That was the halftime score.
What was the half?
Let's see. Powell up at halftime over Farragut 21-0. Pickett County leading over Sunbright 16-8 at the half. West up big over Clinton 37-3.
That is big.
Monterey leading over Rockwood in the second quarter 14-6. So Rockwood hanging tough with Monterey there. That is a region game. So
Monterey usually.
I'm sorry, that's not a region game because Rockwood is single A now.
Right. Monterey usually has a pretty good team. When I was coaching, Billy Hetty was a coach up there, and he did a great job.
So we are coming out of halftime. We do have some stats for you. We'll show you those in just a moment. But I'll tell you that total yards, Kingston's got 121, and Oliver Springs has 123 on offense. So that should tell you why this game is tied at 14.
Even this game is.
So there you go. The Hammers' first downs, 7 for Oliver Springs, 6 for Kingston. As Kingston gets set to kick this one off to Oliver Springs, courtesy of the local 102 in Knoxville. That goes out of bounds.
Again.
Out of bounds, flag on the play.
Last time that happened, they got moved 5 yards back and re-kicked. And looks like that's the plan right now.
It's low.
5-yard penalty. Oliver Springs elects to re-kick.
Oh.
Are we on?
Yeah. That's what it was. You're low to me.
I turned it. I was adjusting.
Okay.
Time for Roane.
Oh, okay. So I need to go down because I project my voice a little bit.
There we go. Re-kick.
So again, this time, Oliver Springs is going to force Kingston to re-kick this football, which I don't blame them. Kickoff sponsored by the UA Local 102 Plumbers Steamfitters Union out of Knoxville, reminding you there is no substitute for UA skilled craftsmen. And Nice kicks this one off. It's taken by Day. And Day is shoved out of bounds as he crosses the 40. So Oliver Springs will have good field position.
Yeah, almost looks like maybe it's 43. Right, 42? Yeah, 42.
So what kind of adjustments would you have made at halftime?
You know, Kingston obviously found something to get the offense going. Second quarter, I would keep doing that until Oliver Springs made you quit. For Oliver Springs, I think I would try to get more pressure at the point of attack like they were doing in the first quarter. That would be my biggest adjustment.
So kind of an offset eye look here as a quick pitch goes to Day, and Day's tackled for a loss of 1. It'll be second and 11.
Yeah, they were trying to get to the corner right there. Obviously that's the Oliver Springs adjustment. Instead of pounding inside, let's bring it outside.
Yeah, and you saw Hamilton fire up the middle like a rocket.
Yeah.
A homing missile.
And ran it down.
So Hamilton coming from that linebacker position. So now Bokey Out of the shotgun, drops back to pass. Under pressure now, sets up a screen or just dumps it off to Day, and Day's crunched out of bounds, gets maybe to the original line of scrimmage, and that's it. And that's what he does. It'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Bobcats.
That was a really well set up screen. It's just you got to get out and block those linebackers and corners and guys coming up.
Yeah, just from looking at it live, I couldn't tell if that was a screen or if he just dumped it off. So now 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left for Boki. Day in the backfield to his left.
3-man front for Kingston now.
Boki, 3-step drop, looking. Has a man there and off of Jackson Jett's fingertips. Jett would have had enough for a first down, and you about can't place that any better.
No, that's about the only place you want to put the ball.
It's 4th down.
And you always get nervous when the ball gets tipped across the middle like that. Bad things can happen offensively.
So Day will come out in punt formation. I don't think Oliver Springs has punted the football tonight.
That's I think you're right.
This will be the first one. Back deep to receive for Kingston is Swicegood. Day's punt is off the side of his foot.
Off the edge of his foot.
And it takes a Kingston roll. And it will go dead at about the 42-yard line. So Oliver Springs started at the Bobcat 42-yard line. And Kingston will start about the same spot on their side of the field.
Yeah, it sure will.
Looks like they'll have it at the 41.
Good field position. Good starting position right here.
And it's not like Day's a bad punter. We saw him punt last week against South Pittsburgh. That one just went off the side of his foot.
I think he just mishit it. Sometimes that happens. Be interesting to see what the defensive adjustments coming out of the half are for Oliver Springs.
Here's Reeder, fakes the handoff, will run the option now, pitches it out to Swicegood. Swicegood puts the head down and rumbles forward. They'll give him the 47-yard line. Pickup of 6 should bring up 2nd and 4.
Pounding the rock.
Number 2, Tackett on the stop. Gain of 6 on the play.
That's the first time we've seen Kingston run the option.
Yeah, the quarterback brings it out, gets the pitch. Oliver Springs didn't play it that bad. Swicegood just broke a tackle.
Handoff Hamilton all the way. Hamilton's met behind the line of scrimmage, and he's brought down.
Caden Jackson, first one to the party right there.
Jackson on the stop. 3rd and 5.
Big time play.
Hamilton's had a hard time getting things going. He had 6 carries in the first half for 58 yards and a touchdown. So those are pretty good numbers, but a majority of that in the first quarter was stopped at the line of scrimmage, just like that one was.
Right.
3rd and 5. Split backs now for Matt Reeder. Fakes the handoff. Now he'll keep it himself up the middle, and Reeder will pick up a yard or 2, which will bring up, looks like about 4th and 3.
Jones. It'll be 4th and 2 from the Kingston 49.
Okay, 4th and 2. Got a decision to make here.
You're on the 49. You got to get to the other 49. So you need 2 yards.
Looks like we're keeping everybody in.
That's what it looks like.
This one of those momentum plays right here.
Sure is. And Whitehead has the football. Whitehead's free. Up the sideline. Only one man to beat. It's Jackson Jett. Jett gets him, but not before he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Kingston. 51 yards, Whitehead.
Wow.
The speedster with another long touchdown run.
They almost had him right there at the point of the tag. He made a nice little jump cut, got to the outside, and then it was a foot race.
Kingston has its first lead of the game. Look at this Chuck Fleischman replay.
ran out of the second tackle.
Now Whitehead at the end, look, he's running so fast his head cocks back. And Jet almost gets him. And now on to attempt the extra point is Ryan Neese. It's up, it is good. Well, what about that? Kingston has its first lead of the game. The Yellow Jackets use a second long run by Carcel Whitehead. This time 51 yards to lead at 21-14 with 7:37 left to go in the third quarter of your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Back to your OEB Law Game of the Week as we get set for another kickoff sponsored by the local 102 Plumbers and Steamfitters Union out of Knoxville. You can go to ualocal102.org for more information, 865-523-7413. You see their commercial on here telling you what it is all about. Reminding you there is no substitute for UA skilled craftsmen. As Neese gets set to kick this one off. Has had 2 kickoffs go out of bounds tonight. His last 2, as it would have it. And this one, another directional kick that goes out of bounds too, so he's 3 for 3. That's called the turkey in bowling.
Yeah. And, you know, the UA Local 102 getting their money's worth tonight.
Yeah, that's right. So, I'd like to say a big thank you, Big Orange Tree Service. No job too big or too small. Call Jason Stiltner, 865-414-5499. Fully insured, qualified. Can do stump grinding, lot clearing, full tree removal, gutter cleaning, any of that. 865-414-5499 as we get set for another kickoff. The local 102, Knoxville Plumbers and Steamfitters Union out of Knoxville. Give a call, 865-523-7413. Plumbers, pipe fitters, HVAC work, the whole lot. This time a poocher over the middle, and this is taken by Jet. Jet up the middle, breaks some tackles. Jet with a juke move, and finally, he is going to be gang tackled down to the Kingston 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
So you try to directional kick it to keep it out of the hands of their playmakers, but when you do that, it goes out of bounds.
Exactly.
So you have to kick it to their playmakers, and you give them a running catch at it with good field position. And
it is good, yeah. It's not like me catching it and trying to run with it, you know.
That's right.
It's
or me for that matter.
Pretty good running guys right there. Pretty good return guys right there.
Yeah, Jet is dangerous. So on this Hammers 1st and 10, handoff goes to Day, and Day stopped. Wow, loss of 3.
Ray on the tackle.
Number 53, Zion Ray.
And we got a player down, and that might be Ray.
No, Ray's walking back this way.
Okay. So that is
it's like cramp.
Just looks like a cramp. And honestly, I'm surprised we haven't seen more tonight with as hot as it was today.
Well, you know, and when we say, oh, it's just a cramp, but that hurts.
It does. It hurts quite a bit. Anybody who has had a cramp can attest to that.
They're temporary, right? I mean, you know.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they hurt.
So, you see this OEB, or this Chuck Fleischman replay. Yeah. So, while we have a minute, I can give you a scoring update. Greenville up on Dobbins-Bennett, 21-0. So, also want to say thank you to the Bowman Brothers, Inc., hazardous waste haulers, heavy hauling site cleanup. They do all that. Give them a call, 865-354-0600. 865-354-0600.
Look like Luke Ruff with the cramp right there. He's trotting off the sidelines here, so.
Luke Ruff, just a sophomore. And that Luke Ruff. That was terrible. I'm sorry. Bokey back to pass. And pass falls incomplete.
Pass intended for Jet. Incomplete.
So that'll bring up third and about 13.
I would venture to say, unless they get a lot on this one, we're probably 4 down territory. Now, if they get close inside the 30, they may try to kick a field goal. Because we saw it last week.
Yeah, Liam Bokey is good from 45, 46 yards.
Yeah.
So you get to about the 30-yard line, 31-yard line, you feel comfortable allowing him to attempt that. So, but first he's going to get a chance to, throw this football and tries Benton, and did Benton trip?
Well, he kind of fell coming out of the break.
So he started going down, and the ball was over his head. So if he doesn't slip out of that, then that's a perfect throw and an easy catch, you would think.
Yeah, he had a nice little comeback route right there. He was open.
Day in punt formation, deep to receive, Swicegood.
So since no yards were gained, Mason Day will punt this football away. And Keaton Swicegood is set to return it. But we got a flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Dead ball.
That's a false start on Oliver Springs, so we'll back them up 5 yards. Another scoring update, this one out of Texas. Oakland and Anna tied at 7 midway through the first. That's the last scoring update we have out of there. So
Oakland and Anna, Texas, that is.
Yes, Anna High School. We looked it up. It's about a 12-hour drive. This day punt is a lot better. An end over ender, and it will roll dead right outside the 5-yard line. Beautiful punt by Mason Day.
I love the position halfway between the numbers and the sideline. Takes away the return right there. Yeah, good position on that punt. That's what you look for with directional kicking.
Very nice. And very nice replay, courtesy of Chuck Fleischman.
6-yard line where it will be 1st and 10, Kingston.
Serving this area, Anderson, Roane, Morgan County since 2010. Coalfield's put 7 more on Oneida in the fourth quarter, 28-14, those Yellow Jackets, as Tayshawn Hamilton on his hammers 1st and 10.
Hamilton carries.
Gets it up to about the 10-yard line, pick up a 4.
Not a bad play right there, coming off your own goal line like that.
2nd down, 6 from the 10.
Alcoa's put 7 more up on Bearden. It's the Tornadoes 21, Bulldogs 14.
Okay.
Same score we got here.
Exactly.
Reeder, handoff. Nope.
Ball.
Keeps it himself.
He kept it. Okay.
No gain on the play.
Thought I saw a fumble in there.
Stop by Jackson for no gain.
So last year you had the senior Rylan Gettner playing that quarterback position for Kingston, and Gettner was more of an edge kind of player. But you see Matt Reeder, he's kind of bulkier, not as fast as Gettner was, and so Coach Pankey feels comfortable with him running more up the middle than the outside. But not a lot of holes to run up today.
And you had Caden Jackson and Tyler Gaines sitting right in the middle waiting on that one too.
Yeah. So here's Reeder, fakes the handoff, rolls, throws this pass over the head of Tyson McAmis.
Pass intended for McAmis falls incomplete.
So that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah.
So that Mason Day punt looking better and better right now.
He was open if you could get the ball to him. It looked like the pulling guard who was coming around for the bootleg protection was a little deep. He might have obscured what he was trying to do, what he's trying to look at.
Ryan Neese, punt formation, deep to receive, Jet and Benton.
Punting out of his own end zone.
Yes, he is. And Benton and Jet are back to receive. They won't get a chance at this one. Rolls dead at the 42-yard line.
Neeson's punt down at the 42-yard line.
So
it'll be 1st and 10 Bobcats.
I mean, this is close to where Oliver Springs was when they punted the football to Kingston, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So
net gain of 0, maybe?
About, yeah. So that'll bring up the Hammers 1st and 10, the inherited.
I was at a clinic. Urban Meyer was talking, right? And he said, all I need is 2 first downs per offensive series and great defense, and I win the ball game.
Wow.
Because the field position keeps moving.
Yeah. Bokey rolling to his right. Going to keep this one. No, he's not. He's going to throw an interception.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, there's a flag, but where it's at, I think it's a hold.
I think it is, too. They also had linemen down the field when he threw that ball.
That's a good point.
Yeah, he's holding
Bobcat.
Yeah, and there's really no need to call the ineligible receiver downfield.
No.
It doesn't matter.
No.
We see Bokey here. I thought he would just keep it, but look at Hamilton. He comes off of Jet and dives down at Bokey, and Bokey tries to make a great play, but just an inaccurate throw to Jet there, and a great play there by McAmis.
Well, one of those Patrick Mahomes kind of plays.
Yeah.
You know? But, you know, great defensive heads up. You know, get your hands on the ball.
See, in basketball, we would call what Hamilton did a stunt. I know a stunt is different in football, but that's what you would call it in basketball. And now.
Yeah, uh-oh. What was that?
Number 11, Benton, flag on
That's a stiff arm well after the play was over.
Okay.
And so Whitehead is going to be called for, I guess, unnecessary roughness. It'll be a personal foul anyway.
Foul, yeah.
And he'll be charged 15 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd and very long.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, Kingston.
So
2nd down in a bunch.
15-yard penalty after the run.
Whitehead.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah. To give you another basketball reference, it's kind of like a hook and hold that you see in basketball. It kind of had Benton attached to Whitehead.
Right.
And Whitehead wasn't having it, so tried to push him off, and when he did, he got his money's worth.
Yeah, he did. Coach Spanky will probably address that next week in practice, I would imagine.
I would say so.
Back on the 28, 2nd and long.
So they mark it at the 28. He's got to make the 49. Correct my math if I'm wrong, but he's 3 touchdowns away from a 1st down.
Yeah.
2nd and 21. Handoff, Hamilton. And not a lot.
Not much. You notice that Oliver Springs has cheated up their safeties. Their safeties are set at about 7.
3rd down.
To help with the run support, obviously. Wouldn't surprise me if you don't see Kingston take a shot over the top.
Yeah. Well, see, that's all fine and dandy to come up and give you run support, but then when you get somebody like Whitehead gets to that 2nd level,
exactly,
then you're in trouble a little bit. Kind of like the trap play.
Kind of like the trap play, yeah. When it breaks.
Yeah. All right, 3rd and a bunch. A quick out is caught, an inaccurate pass to McAmis.
Incomplete, 4th down.
And that'll bring up a 4th down. I guess they call it incomplete.
Yeah, the announcer said incomplete.
So it's a final. Coalfield defeats Oneida 28-14.
Okay. That does not surprise me. You know, we had Coalfield last Thursday. Good ball club.
Yes, indeed. And early in the fourth quarter, Powell leads Farragut 28-7. I don't know if that's more of an indication of what Farragut's got this year, or maybe an indication of maybe how good Anderson County is this year. So Kingston dove on that football. They were thinking that Oliver Springs touched it. Maybe it went off Benton's shoe, but
yeah, they were thinking Benton had touched it.
The officials don't think so.
No, they didn't. They didn't buy into that.
His punt rolls dead or is down at the.
Let's look at this Chuck Fleischman replay. See what they saw.
35-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10.
Yeah.
And of course, a good coaching point is if Benton is not going to field the punt and get away from it, don't stand there so it can hit your foot.
I mean,
I don't know, man. Look at that.
Yeah, I get what they were going for. That may have touched him. So Oliver Springs hammers 1st and 10, trailing by 7. Bokey rolls to his right, looks downfield, got a man there. That pass is complete.
Bokey's pass
to Benton.
Nice throw and catch. He's looking to his left first, gets off the spot, over to the right, and finds Benton over on the sideline.
The Oliver Springs player shaking up on the play.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
It must be on the sidelines, and it is. You see, looks like a cramp there.
Oh, okay.
That's not an Oliver Springs player, though. That's a Kingston player on the Oliver Springs sidelines.
Well, you know, it's third quarter on. Those cramps will start to set in.
Yep, 3:55 left to go in this third quarter. We'll be back.
When the lights turn on and the game begins, you need a team you can rely on. Ray Varner Ford and Clinton's strong lineup of vehicles is crafted with the same dedication and hard work that drives our community. Experience quality and value in this pre-owned 2023 Ford Expedition Limited 4x4 $67,950, 2017 Ford F-150 Raptor SVT $41,950, 2023 Ford Escape ST Line $28,940. Local you trust, pre-owned vehicles you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
And back at the OEB Law game of the week, it was Matt Reeder, the quarterback for Kingston. Of course, plays both sides of the ball, but shaken up with the cramps, so he's going to limp off field. And officials try to start the play. The hurt player's not off the field yet. Can't start that clock yet. Bokey, 2nd and 1, and he's going long for Benton, and good coverage there.
Yeah, safety got over top of that, corners underneath. You got a nice bracket right there.
Number 33, Stewart defending.
But you got 2nd and short. That's a good time to take a shot like that.
Yeah, 2nd and short's the hardest call on defense because you got to play the short run, but then it's a great play action down too.
Let me give you a scoring update out of Texas. The Coyotes of Anna High School lead over Oakland 21-13 with 4:17 left to go in the second quarter. Bokey, handoff. Mason Day into Kingston territory, and Day runs over a tackler before finally going down.
We got a flag. I think it's going to be a late hit on Oliver Springs.
Tackled by Abbott, flag on the play.
I believe that was Day's longest run from scrimmage.
When he gets up to speed, he's hard to bring down.
Chuck Fleischman
right here at the very end. Right there.
Oh, right there.
Right there.
After the play was over.
Dead ball, personal foul, Bobcats.
Ooh.
Yeah, it'll still result in a first down. Hammers 1st and 10, but yeah, you lose 15 yards. Been a little bit sloppy for both teams, I would say.
A little bit. Penalties. You know, Coach Harper was a little concerned about penalties last week.
13 last week.
Had 13 penalties last week. Bokey handoff, Day. Day again with good running room. And he might have gotten right back to the spot he was at before the penalty was thrown. Pickup of about 15. And that's enough for another Hammers 1st and 10.
First down, Bobcats from the Kingston 35.
It looked like the same play, same result.
Jonah Robbins is in for Brady Woods.
So on this first down, wide receiver screen to Benton is blown up for no gain. And maybe even a loss of 1.
Tackle made by McCamus.
And we've got another player slow to get up. This is McCamus.
McCamus shaking up on the play.
Yeah, there was a big collision over there at the very end. I don't know. Cramp. It's a cramp.
McCamus just got there first off the block and held on until reinforcements could get there.
Did a really nice job of getting off the block, because so many times, you know, the wide receiver wants to block you one way or the other, and he maintained his outside leverage. So the receiver has to come back inside, and that's where your help is.
Against Gatlinburg-Pittman next Thursday at 7 o'clock.
McCamus is up after being stretched out and worked out a little bit.
And receptacles around the field.
He'll limp off the field. And not a paid endorsement, but have you ever tried Liquid IV?
Have not.
It's you buy it in little pouches like the flavor, like the water flavorings.
And put it in your water bottle?
Yeah, and gives you extra hydration. It's good stuff.
Okay.
Not a paid endorsement.
Not a paid.
I am not famous enough to get that kind of brand endorsement. All right.
You've had it?
Bokey, handoff, Day. Again, just that play to Mason Day.
Day carries.
And picks up positive yardage. It wasn't 15, but it was probably about 7.
Yeah.
Gray and Hester on the stop. Ball mark at the 29. It's third and 4.
Third down.
Third down and little less than 4. And Brad Jones makes a prescient point. He's in field goal range.
Yes, he is. I think I hand the ball off back to Mason Day. I mean, he's got the hot hand right now.
You just run it over left guard like you've been doing.
They get a timeout.
Oliver Springs has to take a timeout as the play clock was winding down. That feels like a short play clock to me, but this timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. They service what they sell with in-house factory-trained appliance service technicians.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
And back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey, Dan Shoemaker. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. Good night for football. It was awfully hot. It's cooled off now.
Yes, it has. I can feel a breeze coming through the window, kind of sending a shiver up my spine. Up my spine. What I'm trying to say. 3rd and 4, Bokey, handoff Day. This time he goes right before cutting it back to the left. He's got the Hammers 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's not a hard play call.
And they found something with Mason Day.
Well, the offensive line's getting into a rhythm. They're coming off the ball.
19-yard line. First down, Bobcats.
You see the defensive front for Kingston right now is kind of catching those blocks and getting knocked back a little bit.
This time it's Jet. Jet breaks the tackle, but not the second one. And Jet is caught with a loss.
Stop for a loss.
As we get to about a minute left to play in this 3rd quarter.
That was number 10.
Of 6 on the play.
Blake Hester, sophomore.
2nd down.
Knifes through, makes a big play.
A loss of about 6 makes it 2nd and 16. Bokey with a hard count.
Yeah, trying to freeze him.
He'll look to the sidelines, get the play. Handoff Jet again. Jet gets it up to about the 21-yard line, and that is it. That's a quick pickup of about 5, but it's still going to bring up 3rd and 11, and that might be the last play of this 3rd quarter.
Ball spotted.
Brady Wood's helmet comes off. He's going to have to lead the game. Maybe that was forward progress.
And that is the last play of this 3rd quarter. So Oliver Springs has made it to the 23-yard line. They'll have to go 14 more to get a 1st down as they trail 7 points as we get set for the 4th quarter of your OEB Law Game of the Week.
In East Tennessee, our work heritage runs deep. For over a century, the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union Local 102 has been part of the area's growth and prosperity. Don't sell yourself or your business short by hiring unskilled labor. Our cutting-edge labor training facility equips our members with the advanced skills needed to be the very best in the industry. Keep jobs local and the money in the state. At Local 102, we work tirelessly today to help build a better tomorrow for our community and our members.
Back to your OEB Law Game of the Week. Boy. We had a conversation just a moment ago about how it looked like Kingston was about to get blown out coming into this football game. Oliver Springs jumped out 14-0. And now the Bobcats are scratching and clawing as you see the scoring summary there. Oliver Springs 14 points in that 1st quarter. Kingston 14 points in that 2nd quarter, followed by 7 in the 3rd. And now the best part of the night, half-price cheeseburgers here.
Half-price, hey, here, hold my headphones.
Make it quick. We got to get to the end of this one.
That's Chris heading up to the concession stand?
He said he didn't bring in cash.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't have to.
Now, I got to say this, for Kingston Roane County High School, every time we come here to do a game, they feed us in the press box.
Oh, it's good chow right there. That's what I'm going to say.
We get Buddies and Zaxby's, not paid endorsement again. 3rd and 13, Bokey over the middle, pass is overthrown, trying to find Jet. 4th down, and another Kingston player is down.
Luke Ruff, maybe? Yeah, Luke Ruff.
You see this Chuck Fleischman replay. That one just sailed on Bokey a little bit.
Sailed over the middle.
And that's the 2nd time that Ruff has been down, and we talked about this last week. Once you get that first cramp, you realize, you're already dehydrated. It's really hard to catch up. And so you can have, you're more susceptible to more of those cramps. And that's what's happened here with Ruff, it looks like. So, again, big thank you, Big Orange Tree Service. No job, too big, too small. Jason Stiltner, fully insured and qualified. Call 865-414-5499. Full tree removal, stump grinding, and more. And also, Bowman Brothers, Inc., hazardous waste haulers, heavy hauling, site cleanup. You can give them a call, 865-354-0600. And a big thank you, Chuck Fleischman, once again, has been the sponsor for replays ever since I've been doing this. I think I've been doing it 6 years, serving Anderson, Roane, and Morgan County since 2010. And invite you to stay tuned for the free medical clinic Friday night scoreboard show, and that should come on following our broadcast tonight, because normally if we go off before 9, then we got to stall until 10, but if we go off after 10, we got to hurry up and get off the air so we can get to the Friday night scoreboard show. You'll have Jonathan Cox and DJ Pendergrass, but he'll take a moment to get there as he's having to fill in as a cameraman tonight.
Doing a great job, I might say.
Yeah, I would agree. So Oliver Springs is going to attempt a field goal. Bokey, this will be on the left hash at about the 29-yard line, so this will be a 39-yarder. We saw him hit from 41 last week against South Pitt, so we know he's got the leg.
39-yard field goal.
Now, if you look at that formation for Kingston, their left side is woefully undermanned.
It's good.
It's up. It's short.
He's in the end zone. Like a touchback. Yeah, like a touchback.
So, Kingston wanting to try to run that one back, but because it's in the end zone, that's an automatic touchback. So Bokey didn't get the leg under this one that we saw him get, and he was off target as well.
He had quite a bit of pressure.
Ball spotted at the 20-yard line, where it will be first and 10, Kingston.
So now the Yellow Jackets going to be looking to pick up some first downs and take some time off this clock.
That, you know, the Alabama-Auburn game several years ago had the kick six. I think had that one been allowed to go, he might have scored.
He might have. Split backs for Reeder. Handoff Whitehead.
Positive play.
Yep.
What, a couple?
Looked like he was going to try to get the outside, then cut it back inside. And, yeah, they placed it at 22. Makes it 2nd and 8. Man, it looked like Jaquan Benton just got a shoestring tackle on him.
Now, Kingston will work the clock here, I feel fairly certain. Well, maybe not.
Handoff, Whitehead again this time. Takes it up the middle, gets it to about the 30. He's going to be really close to a first down.
Yeah, he's really close. Yeah.
That's what it is. A Hammers 1st and 10.
Linesman waving the chains up.
Man, Whitehead has been a beast tonight.
He has had a night. He has had a really nice effort rushing.
Had a 61-yard rushing touchdown, a 51-yard rushing touchdown.
And he's making those hard inside runs, too.
So Luke Ruff comes back into the game for Kingston. Here's Whitehead again, tries to get the outside, and positive yards again. That's a pickup of 4.
If you'll remember last week, South Pittsburgh, when they came out third quarter, ran to the right side and went down and scored. I think Kingston is seeing some of the similar stuff because these last 3 plays have all been over to that right side.
Looked like maybe they saw that on film, maybe?
Maybe. Whitehead's come off. Going to get him a shot of water, get him a breath or two, get him back in there.
Reeder handoff, Hamilton. And Hamilton crosses the 35. See this check flash and replay. Ooh. They'll give him the 36, so it'll bring up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4.
And Kingston in no hurry, 10 seconds on the play clock.
No, they're going to take their time.
Reeder handoff, Hamilton. Hamilton stopped, maybe a gain of 1.
Hamilton on the give.
And that'll bring it 4th and 3.
Short gain.
Yeah, I think Gaines might have had the tackle inside there. They didn't move him off the ball at all. Phillips held the outside edge, cut it back underneath.
So 10 seconds on the play clock now for Kingston. Offense is still on the field. They're not going to snap this football.
No.
Hard count.
There's your delay.
Yep. They'll just take the 5. Instead of taking the timeout, they'll keep their timeout and back themselves up 5 yards. And they'll send Neese out to punt.
5-yard penalty, move the ball back to the 42-yard line, 32-yard line. 4th down.
And Oliver Springs is sending Jackson Jett and Jaquan Benton back deep to receive.
Ryan Neese in punt formation, deep to receive, Benton.
Neese standing on his own 20-yard line. Here's a snap. Neese gets it off. Good looking punt, but it is fielded cleanly by Jett at about the 36. Jett looking for running room, spun down at the Kingston 47-yard line. So the Bobcats have great field position, trailing 7 with 7:48 left to go in the game.
When he gets a ball in his hands, you know something exciting could happen at any moment. They contained him, but he had a nice return there.
Yes, he did. He got by 3 defenders at least. So Oliver Springs has been held scoreless since the first quarter. And the Bobcat offense has only scored 7 points.
Day carries.
Mason Day for a short gain.
Oliver Springs, he's a like Tyler Phillips, a little slow to get up.
So yeah, remember Oliver Springs' first touchdown was a pick 6 by Jaquan Benton. Here's Liam Boakey back to pass, trying to set up the screen, and Boakey was under tremendous pressure.
Wow, that was a little. They covered the screen very well.
It's 3rd down.
One pressure in the quarterback, 53. Ray was covering the back out. That's nice defensive play right there for Kingston. They didn't get fooled.
No, they didn't. Clock stops 7:12. A big 3rd and 8 here. Because you're running out of possessions if you're Oliver Springs.
Yeah.
Too wide either side. Handoff, Jett. Jett easily has the first down and more. He's up the field inside the 10, down to the 5. Hammers 1st and goal, Oliver Springs, no flags.
No, that's Dave.
That's Dave.
Oh.
By Carcel Whitehead.
That is Mason Day.
1st and goal, Bobcats.
Well, Day has had himself a second half.
He really has.
And, yeah, it was Mason Day the entire way.
I think Kingston was playing pass right there, 3rd and long, and just the handoff up the middle.
Perfect play call.
Yep.
So Oliver Springs 5 yards away from possibly tying this thing up. And Day was a little slow to get up, but he's still in the game to the right of Bokey. Jet to the left. Bokey calls out the play, handoff, and flag on the play. I believe you're going to have movement. You are. So you're going to have a 1st and goal from the 10 instead of the 5. That makes it a little bit more difficult.
It does.
It's not like Oliver Springs has been, pulling off yards in chunks.
It's come in spurts. I mean, they'll have 2 or 3 runs where they get really nice, and then it'll stall. And if you're a Bobcat fan, you hope that we're not stalling right here.
So again, Hammers 1st and goal. Bokey, handoff, Jet moving from right to left, and Jet is taken down around the 9.
They brought that H back in motion to give him an extra blocker over to the left side and then handed the ball to Jet. They just got outnumbered on the edge right there.
Sure did.
2nd and goal from the 9.
Luke Ruff was right in the middle of all that, so. Hamilton's coming in for Ruff.
Bokey. Looks like he's going to drop the pass now. Rolls to his right under a lot of pressure. Now starts moving back to his left. Now he's going to throw. He's got him in wide open. It's Benton. Touchdown, Oliver Springs.
Amazing.
Wow. Bokey kept the play alive, kept his eyes upfield, and finds Benton wide open.
Yeah, standing back there all by himself.
So you see this Chuck Fleischman replay. Bokey looks like he's going to run. And you wonder if that's when the defenders came off of Benton.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like you had 2 defenders on the short receiver right there.
McAmis and Hamilton looked at each other like, wait, was that me or you? And Liam Bokey's extra point is good. Bobcats tied at 21 with 5:35 left to go in the game. Stick around, folks. We got a tight one on the OEB Law Game of the Week.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's 1 person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week. Folks, we are 5.5 minutes away from the end of regulation. Tied at 21 apiece as we get set for kickoff. Sponsored by UA Local 102, Plumbers and Steam Fitters Union out of Knoxville. Reminding you, there is no substitute for UA skilled craftsmen. You can go to ualocal102.org for more information.
And here we go.
How will Kingston respond? We will find out. Now set to kick this one off is Bryson Goodman. And this one is going way out of bounds. Not even close. About knocked an ice cream cone out of a kid's hands.
I was going to say, that looked like it was almost to the cheap seats.
So Kingston will have the option to make Oliver Springs kick again.
And it looks like we're going to do that. We may set a record tonight for out-of-bound kicks.
And re-kicks.
Yes.
Because a lot of times these teams will just take the ball up to 35 or whatever, but neither Kingston or Oliver Springs is doing that tonight.
Well, they don't want to kick this to Swicegood because he's had some nice return yardage tonight.
So UA Local 102 sponsoring another kickoff. Go to UALocal102.org for more information. Call 865-523-7413. Bryson Goodman. And this one is an end-over-ender and taken by Swicegood, and Swicegood drops it. Didn't field it cleanly, and that slowed him down a little bit. And after that, Oliver Springs' coverage was able to catch up. So Oliver Springs said, you know what? You don't want to take it at 35. Take it at 36 instead.
That hesitation just really disrupts his timing. And Oliver Springs did a really good job of getting down to cover that, too.
So here we go. Look at Brian Pankey. Boy, he's been in a lot of games like this before. Matt Reeder, handoff. Carcel Whitehead. Whitehead stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're going back to that right side. And Oliver Springs had it sniffed out that time.
There's a flag?
That's what the guy said. I don't see one.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to be on Kingston. An illegal procedure penalty.
Illegal procedure against Kingston.
Decline.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Energize your home with natural.
So we'll have a 2nd and 12 for Kingston.
Rather have 2nd and 12 than 1st and 15.
So what does that touchdown to tie the game do for that entire Oliver Springs team?
Well, it gives them life, right? I mean, you look at the body language over there on the sidelines right now. They know they're back in this thing.
Just like that. Their first point since the first quarter, rather. And here's Whitehead, this time going left, and finds the edge. Whitehead, electric, pushed out of bounds, right around the yard to gain.
He's close.
Pushed out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, Mr. Sharp just motioned for first down.
They put it at the 47, and that will make it a Hammers 1st and 10. As Kingston is 53 yards away from pay dirt. Clock stopped, 4:39 left to play. Reeder, handoff, Hamilton.
Side.
Hamilton, and Hamilton is free. Gets to the 2nd level. Finally brought down from behind by Benton.
That's a good hard run. Refusing to go down right there.
Hamilton's best run of the night. See this chuck flash from replay. Hamilton met with contact and just spun around, keeps his balance, and then spins again, makes jet miss.
You tell your running backs, keep your legs moving, keep moving forward. Try to maintain that balance, and that's exactly what he did. Guard got out in front of him. They got the extra blocker.
Hammers 1st and 10, ball at the 25. Reeder with Hamilton to his left. Handoff goes to Hamilton. Starts right, cuts back left, and he's got a positive gain on the play up to about the 20-yard line.
Jackson and Day on the stop.
Should bring up 2nd and about 5.
3 minutes, 40 seconds left. Kingston's not going to be in a hurry here. Field goal wins it for you if it comes to that, but you'd rather have the touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, if you had Con and Littlefield out there, then you feel very comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
But you've got your new kicker, is Ryan Neese, a sophomore. Hasn't been in this position. Whitehead gets the carry. Moving to the right, no gain on the play.
No gain on the play.
Carries Flag on the play.
But there is a flag, and it's over there on the Oliver Springs sideline, which would indicate a motion penalty.
Procedure, yeah.
That's what it is. Illegal procedure again. 5-yard penalty. And Oliver Springs will use it to back Kingston up and make it 2nd and 10.
I know I used to hate that illegal procedure call because then I would look at the official and go, well, what'd he do?
Yeah.
This procedure covers a wide variety of things that could be.
Number 26.
So, yeah, what'd he do?
Whatever he did, the student section's yelling, you can't do that.
Yeah.
We don't know what it is exactly that they did, but they can't do it.
But you can't do it.
All right, 2nd 11 now. 2:40 left to play. Reeder takes a snap, handoff Whitehead. Whitehead running with a full head of steam, and he is brought down inside the 25, about the 24-yard line.
Jones on the stop.
Pickup of about 2. We'll bring up 3rd and long.
2-yard gain. 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
Just over 2 minutes left to play in this game. What kind of range does Ryan Neese have?
I don't know. You'd like to get the touchdown here.
2 seconds on the play clock. And so Kingston has to take a timeout. And this timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Hiring now for sales, delivery techs, and service techs. Find them on Indeed to apply.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week here in Harvey, Dan Shoemaker. Not to take attention away from this game, but scoring update for you. Alcoa gets the win at Bearden 24-22.
That was a tight ball game.
Yes, it were. Yes, it were. Maryville shuts out Central 31-0. Oakdale defeats Jellicoe 12-8.
That was at Jellicoe tonight. Or was that?
No, I believe that was at Oakdale.
Okay. That's a long trip.
Yes, it is. But Jellicoe got a turf field. Looks nice.
Yeah, it does look very nice.
All right, 3rd and 9. Split backs in the backfield. Reeder, handoff, Whitehead. Whitehead up the middle. Kingston fans want a face mask.
Yes, they do.
They're not going to get it. Whitehead gets up to close to the 20-yard line, and that'll bring up 4th and 5.
Let's watch the replay.
21 is 4th and 6.
Be honest, you can't really see it from that angle. I understand how it looks like a face mask, but that does not mean that it is. So now Kingston letting the clock run down before they make a decision on what they're going to do here.
Scoring update, 49 seconds left in the third. Harriman 19, Wartburg 15.
So tight game there.
Tight ball game.
So Kingston will take another timeout. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Follow them on Facebook for appliance specials, job postings, and more.
24 Ford Maverick Hybrid, $25,515. 23 Ford Escape all-wheel drive, $30,995. 24 Ford F-250 Crew Cab 4x4 STX, $59,757. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OEB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
2023 Ford Expedition Limited 4x4, $67,950. 2017 Ford F-150 Raptor SVT, $41,950. 2023 Ford Escape ST Line, $28,940. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
Back to the OEB Law game of the week. Kingston has made up its mind. We've got a stoppage in play here. There is 60 seconds left in this game, and Kingston's going for it. 4th and 6. Reeder with Hamilton in the backfield with him, fakes the handoff, and now going to throw it over the middle. There's a man there, and it's caught! Touchdown, Kingston! Fooled everybody, and with that touchdown is Keaton Swicegood, and Kingston leads by 6.
That was an amazing play. Roll to the right, throw back left. You've got plays like that. You run them once or twice a game. It just situations just like that.
So flashback to Dan Shoemaker about 20 minutes ago said Oliver Springs' safeties are cheating up, so look for possibly Kingston to try to go over the top here. That's exactly what the Yellow Jackets do. The extra point is good, and Kingston, with 55 seconds left, takes the lead back. Yellow Jackets lead at 28-21 on the OEB Law game of the week.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Back to your OEB Law game of the week. Aaron Harvey, Dan Shoemaker. Gentlemen, before that pass, Matt Reeder was 1 for 4.
Yeah.
With an interception.
With
a pick 6. Now he's 2 for 5.
2 for 5 with a touchdown and the lead.
Getting set for another kickoff. We need this one to get over with. My voice is leaving.
I was going to say, your voice is a little weak.
Kingston set to kick it off. Kickoff sponsored by UA Local 102 Plumbers and Steam Fitters Union out of Knoxville. Call 865-523-7413. Reminding you, there is no substitute for UA skilled craftsmen.
Oliver Springs, they should have about 50 seconds, maybe 52. When they get this one settled out, they got 2 timeouts. They've got time.
Definitely, with the playmakers they have.
They've got time.
Ryan Neese set to kick this one off. Back deep to receive Jackson Jett. Neese's kickoff. Directional kick. End over ender. Taken at about the 25 by Mason Day. Day hesitates, shimmies, and gets it up across the 40 to about the 44-yard line.
46 seconds, 2 timeouts.
And the Bobcats are 56 yards away from where they need to be to tie this game up. Chuck Fleischman replay there. You see Mason Day's return. And it's a good return.
Now you see Kingston's got 3 deep in the secondary. They're going to rush 3, play 5 underneath.
Bokey on this Hammers 1st and 10, drops back to pass. Under pressure and sacked. So Coach Harper has to take a timeout to stop the clock. Kingston rushes 3 and gets to Bokey somehow.
Yeah, the adrenaline's running right now. Those defensive linemen got off the ball hard, beat the edge.
This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances, quality appliances from brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid.
In East Tennessee, our work heritage runs deep. For over a century, the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union Local 102 has been part of the area's growth and prosperity. Don't sell yourself or your business short by hiring unskilled labor. Our cutting-edge labor training facility equips our members with the advanced skills needed to be the very best in the industry. Keep jobs local and the money in the state. At Local 102, we work tirelessly today to help build a better tomorrow for our community and our members.
35 seconds left on the clock. Can Kingston hold on? Second and very long.
They've got Benton over by himself. He's going to warrant some extra.
Bokey back to pass, looks over the middle, finds Benton at about the 45, but that's going to keep the clock running. Actually, no, they're calling it incomplete now. They're saying it hit the ground.
Chains have already, no, chains didn't move, box moved.
I don't know.
He said he trapped it.
So that stopped the clock with 30.8 seconds left. Might be better if you stop the clock right there.
Yeah.
But now you've only got 2 downs to go a very long way to get a fresh set of downs. Bokey drops back to pass, looking, now steps up in the pocket, and he's sacked again! That's a big one. Carcel Whitehead. And Oliver Springs has to use its final timeout. Let's watch this Chuck Fleischman replay as I tell you that this timeout is brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Home appliance financing available. Apply online at pattersonsappliances.com. So that is not what you need to happen if you are Oliver Springs. Ball is going to be spotted at the, looks like the 28-yard line, and they've got to make the 46 of Kingston. So 28, 22, 26 was fourth and about 26. Big Orange Tree Service sponsoring tonight's broadcast. No job too big or small. For example, full tree removal, stump grinding, gutter cleaning, lot clearing. Call Jason Stiltner, 865-414-5499. So 4th and 26.
Now, if Oliver Springs does get this first down, they've got to sprint up and kill it to get a shot toward the end zone. And with, 21 seconds, that's going to be tough.
4 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Bokey steps up, under a lot of pressure again, steps up. He's going to run it. Bokey's going to run it, and he's going to go out of bounds. I don't know if he knew that he was going to, that he had to go 26 yards.
We got one down with a cramp.
Whitehead shaking up on the play.
I think that's 4th down, so I think the ball goes over on downs.
Yeah, that's turnover on downs. You see the Chuck Fleischman replay. Bokey saw a lot of space in front of him, so he took off, but that sideline becomes an extra defender.
Yeah, it really does at that point.
And Kingston takes over on downs with 12 seconds left. They are a knee away from getting this victory that was improbable at the end of the first quarter. They trailed Oliver Springs 14-0, and Oliver Springs had all the momentum.
They really did.
So this is the victory formation when you snap it out of shotgun. Matt Reeder takes the knee. That's it. It is over. Kingston gets the victory after losing last week to Harriman. Comes back and defeats the team that knocked off the defending single-A state championship or champion last week. The Yellow Jackets pull it out, 28-21.
Exciting ball game tonight, guys. Exciting ball game tonight.
So to the Friday night scoreboard show brought to you by the Free Medical Clinic. But I got to ask you, from your perspective as a coach, put yourself into the position of the head coach of each of these teams. Like for Oliver Springs, what do you tell them in the locker room?
Well, you tell them that, okay, we beat the defending state championships. We got beat by a pretty good Kingston team. Now let's get ready to make a stretch run in the district. If you're Coach Pankey, your young team has figured out how to compete and how to win. Teams have to learn how to compete before they can learn how to win. And tonight, that first quarter, I was thinking, man, this Kingston team's not competing really well. They started competing, and they figured out how to win it tonight.
Well, as we talked about in the pregame, Kingston, they graduated with 17 seniors last year, and so we both agreed it's going to take a little bit to gel. It looked like we got the verdict. It took them 5 quarters to gel.
5 quarters, yeah. I think we saw that team come together and figure some things out second quarter of this game. I really do.
So, very surprising how this high school football season has started out so far. Kingston is defeated by Harriman last week. Wartburg is defeated by Coalfield last week. What was that final? 60-7?
60-7, yes.
So then Wartburg goes on the road to Harriman, and they're in, should I say, a dogfight right now.
They are in a dogfight.
And this last scoring update you had on that one was 18-15?
19-15, I think, something like that.
19-15.
Here we go. Harriman 26, Wartburg 15, 9:15 left in the fourth.
So Harriman put up another 6.
Yes.
So run down some more scoring update for you, and then when we get to that Friday night scoreboard show, they'll have all the scores for you as DJ Pendergrass has left us to head to Oak Ridge to be a part of that, and I guess Cox going to be on tonight as well?
Yeah, nobody's there yet.
Okay, so they're not there yet, so we don't have to rush off the air.
Okay.
So if you look onto your screen right now, you see those Kingston football players in jubilation. Losing to Harriman last week had to be extremely disheartening.
Well, as I said, you got to have a short memory. You learn from that loss, but as I said, I don't think Coach Pankey had any problems getting their attention this week to get ready for this game. In first quarter, I'm thinking, oh gosh, this isn't going to be pretty either. But like you said, second quarter, man, they gelled and it came together and they started playing.
Now for Oliver Springs, they had to be living on cloud 9 after that victory last week. And then to come in here against this Kingston team, I honestly thought that they would come out flat, and they didn't. And
No.
do you think it's possible that their first quarter success hurt them? Because once Kingston figured it out, Oliver Springs was like, oh, okay, the stuff that was working earlier is not working anymore.
Right, and I think probably that did have a little bit. I think depth probably played a big part of this as well, because Kingston was able to rotate a lot of folks in, and Oliver Springs really wasn't able to do that. So when we got into the fourth quarter, Kingston looked a little bit fresher, I thought, especially on the last 3 or 4 drives. So I think that and it's a 3A team playing a 1A team. Roster's a lot bigger. So I think that's a natural advantage that you try to use. But yeah, I think that success in the first quarter maybe put in their mind just a little bit, hey, this is almost too easy. We got this. And you can never go on cruise control. You got to keep your foot on the gas and go.
Yeah, and we talked about in pregame as well about how that depth could play into it, about how Kingston is the much bigger program, and so this is the hottest night that we've had so far of high school football in just our second week, but it has been hot all day. And you didn't know, it's been hot all week, and so you didn't know how that heat might affect a smaller program with not as much depth. And so, I'd say you're right. I'd say Kingston's depth played a huge role in this. So, rundown. I'll give you a rundown on some of these scores. Anna. You know, that Anna. Everybody knows Anna.
Oh, Anna, that little school outside LaGrange, right?
Yeah. So
Anna outside LaGrange.
Anna leads Oakland 28-13 right before halftime.
Okay.
So we've got our question, how a 4A school in Texas might stack up with a 6A school in Tennessee. Although I wonder if that's going to be a home and home. You think Anna will come to Oakland?
Anna to Murfreesboro.
Yeah.
It's the same distance going or
that's
coming.
Right.
So,
yeah.
You hope it's a home and home.
Yeah. Now, since you're coming from the central time zone to the eastern time zone, do you end up with some bus lag?
A 12-hour bus ride, you're going to be lagged out anyway.
That's right.
Yeah, they're both in central time zone.
Brad's right. They're both in central time zone.
But a 12-hour bus ride is,
Fulton defeats Campbell County 39-3. Coalfield, a winner over Oneida 28-14. Carter blanks Austin East 47-0. Ouch indeed.
Now, I saw where Stanton Stevens is a coach at AE, used to be the Oak Ridge coach in the 90s. Good to see him back and coaching.
Halls in the fourth quarter leads over Gibbs 22-19. That's a close score.
It is a close score.
Heritage up on South Doyle in the fourth quarter 32-2.
32-2.
That sounds like just somebody speaking gibberish. 2-2.
2-2.
Whitwell defeats Greenback 48-0.
Greenback is struggling. I'm not sure what's going on over there. They're down on players, and that's very uncharacteristic for those kind of teams.
Yeah, it's rough. Bradley Central defeats Tyner Academy 14-6. Morristown East and Hardin Valley tied at 10.
Okay.
Did I tell you the Maryville score? They beat Central 31-0.
Okay.
Midway beats Red Boiling Springs 48-22.
Okay.
Good win for them. Powell defeats Farragut 35-7. Pickett County a winner over Sunbright 28-8.
Okay.
West ends up beating Clinton 37-3. So, big win there.
Tell Payne he's welcome.
Let's see. Monterey up on Rockwood 27-12. Ray County beats Red Bank 35-7.
Okay.
So, there's just some scores of interest for you. So, where are we at next week?
Are we at Powell next week?
That's Anderson County Powell, isn't it?
Oak Ridge Powell.
It's Oak Ridge Powell. Oh, Anderson. Duh. That's what I meant. The team from Anderson County.
A team from Anderson County. There you go.
And Powell. So, that'll be a pretty good game. Oak Ridge had the week off this week, didn't they?
They did.
So, they'll be fresh going into that game against Powell. I think Oak Ridge should bounce back pretty well following their opening season loss to Jefferson County. Because Jefferson County, that's a good program.
That is a good program. They got good players and a little bit of tradition up there too. You know, they play pretty good football. They have over the years.
Yeah. I've got an offensive lineman up there that's committed to play for the University of Tennessee.
Yeah, that makes a difference. You know, a college player playing at the university, playing Power 5 Southeastern Conference football is a much more elite athlete than, say, a Tennessee Tech or a Middle Tennessee State even. So, when you get those guys on the field, you can see them. You can pick them out. Oh, look at that picture.
They don't have to pose.
Is that Turner Woodley?
That's Brad telling Bricky down there, saying, "Hey, they don't have to pose. You're not taking a picture. This is video." That's what they were standing completely still, weren't they?
Oh yeah, it looked like the portrait studio.
So, going to Powell next week. That press box is pretty small.
Food was good though.
That's right.
Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I appreciate going to these places that feed us, and I'm not calling you out, smaller schools. I don't expect you to feed us. I get it, but it is kind of nice going to some of these bigger schools that do have food in their press boxes for the media and the press box staff.
We appreciate it because you leave work and you come, you go. Usually this is not bad, but going to Powell, I'll have to leave probably from work next week. Maybe go home and change real quick and then come on.
Yeah, that'll be rough.
So having food there is really, really a nice thing for me.
So
let's take a break.
All right, that's what we'll do. We'll take a timeout and just let you know, Kingston defeats Oliver Springs tonight. Great game, 28-21 in our OEB Law game of the week.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's 1 person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting one of the ORUD showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas.
In our
Back at the OEB Law game of the week, Aaron Harvey, Dan Shoemaker, sitting beside Brad Jones as well, as we get ready to wrap this one up and send you to the studio for the Free Medical Clinic Friday night scoreboard show. And encourage everyone, call in, let us know where you were tonight, let us know how your team did, ask questions. We'll have Jonathan Cox on and DJ Pendergrass talking about all the games that happen around the area. So, we've got one game at least going to overtime tonight. And Gibbs, down 22-19, had the ball at the Hall 17 with 3 seconds left and hit a 34-yard field goal to send it into overtime. So great game between Gibbs and Halls.
Going into bonus coverage.
Yeah, that's Gibbs. That's where that feller, Kenny Chesney, went to school.
Yeah, his coach was a guy by the name of Randy Carroll. And I knew Randy in the 90s. And once he retired, he went over and coached at Webb for a while with Coach Metzke. And we'd always go over and scrimmage and see him and whatnot. Good guy. Good guy.
Coach Metzke, is that the guy that was at Webb forever?
Yeah, sure is.
Okay.
He was forever.
Won several state championships. Best quarterback I ever have seen. until I saw Parker McKinney. And these two guys are probably about the same caliber. Pennington at Webb, Chad Pennington. I saw him play. I mean, we would change the defense on him. He would audible, check off to something else. I mean, it was impossible to fool him. Mechanically, he was really good. Didn't go to UT. I thought he should have. Ended up in Marshall. Played for the Jets forever. You know, really a great quarterback.
They had a pretty
good
receiver called.
Yeah, Moss. Yeah, Moss maybe. Randy Moss.
So, fun fact about Chad Pennington, he, from high school throughout his entire NFL career, he never played for a team that wasn't green.
Yeah, it's true.
Because he played for, of course, he played for Webb.
Right.
And then played for the Thundering Herd there.
Marshall.
And then played for the Jets.
Yep.
And then pretty sure he ended his career with Miami.
Yeah, with
ended his career with Miami. So a different shade of green there, but it was green nonetheless.
It's still green. His son is a big time quarterback now, somewhere in Kentucky, at a high school in Kentucky. I follow him on X, which used to be Twitter.
Yeah.
And kind of keep up with the posts and whatnot. So it's kind of cool too.
Well, speaking of Parker McKinney, he got to participate in a tryout for the Minnesota Vikings in the spring. So I mean, that's big time.
Oh yeah,
tremendous career. Broke several records, about every record a quarterback could break at Eastern Kentucky. He had a remarkable career there, and product of Coalfield.
I'm going to brag on him. I saw him as a freshman when I went to the Eastern Kentucky Tennessee Tech game. He was a freshman, true freshman starting. Never made a bad throw. Now, he had some drops, and he had some that he threw away that were incompletions, but he never went to the wrong spot with the ball. And just watching a freshman have that command of the offense that early in his career told me he was something special.
It's fun to watch him, knowing that I watched him at Coalfield, and then to watch some of these Eastern Carolina games, or Eastern Kentucky games rather, and look at it and be like, gosh, I know that guy.
I know that
I saw that guy play in high school. He was really good.
Coached against him. Yeah, it was a struggle.
He's still good. So now, finally, we're going to tell you for a final time that Kingston defeats Oliver Springs tonight by a score of 28-21. Stick around for the Free Medical Clinic Friday Night Scoreboard Show, which is coming up next. And, folks, again, it's been a great game. But until next time, so long.
In our community, everyone deserves access to quality health care. At the Free Medical Clinic, we offer no-charge medical services to those without insurance. There is never a bill at the Free Medical Clinic. From primary care, preventative care, diagnostics, and specialty care, our dedicated team is here to help. The Free Medical Clinic, taking your fear away from becoming sick or hurt. Go to fmcor.org to become a patient. Remember, there is never a charge for your care. fmcor.org.
Innovation is what allowed us to reach for the stars. And now, to reach for the ignition without changing your oil for what feels like forever. Introducing Oil Guard, a Ferris exclusive. This innovative Vanguard oil system lets you go 5 times longer between oil changes. Along with Ferris's patented suspension system, you'll cut faster, mow longer, and reduce maintenance.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
What is strength when you're battling cancer? Is it a shoulder to lean on? A voice of hope? Is it confidence in the most available care options? Or is it unmatched expertise answering your hardest questions? Giving you the courage to move forward. At Covenant Health, we think it means all of this and more. For you. Let our strength be yours.
I wanted to continue my education after high school, but my family and I didn't think we could afford it. Then I found out that Roane State has the options to make college possible. Now I'm pursuing my dreams and will make my family and community proud.
Kathy Mae Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy Mae Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.